program is a special presentation of Fox Sports Net.
Hawaii has the #1 passing offense in the WAC, but the national and conference leader in total offense, Tim Chang, suffered a sprained wrist last week and is out for this Saturday. SMU leads the WAC in total defense and has not allowed an opponent 300 yards of offense this season. Can the Warriors' offense keep rolling without their leader, or will the Mustangs' dominant defense prevail? Hawaii. SMU next on Fox Sports Net. It's a beautiful day in Dallas, Texas, as Fox Sports Net is at Gerald Ford Stadium on the campus of SMU to bring you WAC football. Today, the Hawaii Warriors enter at 1-2 as SMU still looking for its first win. Hi, everyone. Bill Land along with Gary Reasons. Glad to have you with us. These two teams not excited about their records, but they are excited, both of them, about the prospects of winning today and the rest of the season, Gary.
Bill, it's early in the WAC season for both of these teams, and they know they can turn things around with a win today. Well, each team wants to get their first conference victory, but both teams playing very well coming into the game. Coach Cabin real pleased with the SMU Mustang defensively, ranked 19th in the nation overall, only allowing 274 yards a game. On the other side of the ball, June Jones throws that football a lot. Their total offense is superb. They're 15th in the nation as well, so should be a good matchup.
And Hawaii, although without their star quarterback Chang, still very strong at that position as senior Nick Rolovich gets the call today, and what a guy to hook up with in Ashley Lally.
Well, the combination there is what's key. Nick Rolovich has to find his new receiver, that is Ashley Lally, because Lally is the guy who leads this offense, leading receiver in the WAC, just a tremendous athlete with 4.25 speed. He's a go-to guy, and Nick Rolovich has to find him.
Obviously, that'll put a test on the SMU secondary, but Mike Cabin, the head coach of the Ponies, thinks they're up to it.
We suffered a lot last year in the secondary. All these guys were here, and they were young and inexperienced, and they took some riddling. And so hopefully they've learned through experience, and which they got last year, and they've matured some this year, and they're better football players.
Well, the experience is key, Bill. The defense has gotten a lot better for SMU. Jonas Rutledge has played very well at the cornerback position. On the other side of the field, his counterpart, Kevin Garrett, needs to step up his game a little bit. At least Coach Cabin thinks so. And if he plays well and that secondary does, could be a good matchup here with Hawaii, who throws the ball quite a lot.
And the Warriors have also got some defense, so stick around with us because they have the WAC's leading tackler in Pisa Tina Samoa as the Warriors and the Ponies gear up for WAC football coming up straight ahead.
A world-class university in the heart of the Pacific, the University of Hawaii at Manoa ranks among the nation's top public research universities, excelling in ocean and earth sciences, astronomy, and Asia and Pacific studies. It also has a top-notch athletic program. UH is committed to quality, diversity, and service. Excellent resources, dynamic faculty, high-caliber students. The University of Hawaii at Manoa.
It's where academics count. It's where athletes count. It's where alumni count. Count it all up, and you'll have a crystal clear picture of what we believe, who we are, and what we do. Our purpose, our focus, our passion. Celebrating 40 years of the Western Athletic Conference, where actions count.
SMU in Dallas. Success starts here.
Southwest's Nightly Sports Report. Your teams, your town, your show. The Southwest Sports Report, nightly at 10.
Well, I'm a stockbroker. I love the challenge that the job presents. Family comes first for me. Anytime I can spend with my kids, that's precious time. We go to the Whataburger for lunch. It's a family restaurant. When I want something different, I go for the Southwest water chicken. My wife sort of turned me on to that. I enjoy it. The chicken is crisp, fresh lettuce, tomatoes, extra zingy sauce. It's very, very, very filling. They love Whataburger. They enjoy spending a little extra time with Dad.
Whataburger, just like you like it.
Hey guys, when did you see the light?
On our last fishing trip. It just flashed over me. Stay at Motel 6. Hey, I'm no fool. Saved big bucks and slept like a baby.
Yeah, like a big old snoring baby.
Well, call us and see the light for yourself. Hi, Tom Bodette. When did you see the light?
Oh, going over to Phoenix. We wanted to rest up for the game, and suddenly it was so clear. Motel 6. I think it's great.
Well, you gotta call them like you see them. Call us and see the light for yourself.
Whoa, Gilbert, no Super Bowl since '98.
Gotta get hungry again.
Hey, don't even think about it, Brown.
It's a Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader this week.
Welcome back to Gerald Ford Stadium on the campus of SMU in Dallas as the Hawaii Warriors enter the field. And we're glad to have you with us for SMU and the University of Hawaii. Bill Land and Gary Reasons with you up top today, and down on the sidelines to enjoy this beautiful day for college football is Kevin Eschenfeld.
It's absolutely gorgeous. For all those times you send me down here on 100-degree days with a tie on my neck, today is payback time because it's absolutely gorgeous. You know, you guys talked about the offense, touched a bit on the defensive side. We're going to talk about the University of Hawaii because they got a fun guy to watch in Pesatino Isamoa, a guy that absolutely flies around the football, kind of the emotional leader on this ball club and someone to definitely keep an eye on today. He talks a lot. He does like to talk. Former San Diego High School Player of the Year and now making his mark. He gets after the football, gets after the quarterback. He's got 10 tackles per game. That leads the Western Athletic Conference. And talking about those quarterbacks, he had 3 quarterback sacks in the first game alone. Now, conversely, Vic Valoria, the guy who has 30 tackles coming into this game, led the Western Athletic Conference for SMU last year with 130. He's going to be hampered with an ankle injury. Probably won't start in this one. It'll be limited. He was limited to just 21 plays in the North Carolina State game, so we'll see if they will call number 55's number very often. Speaking of the mid-50s, that's about what the temperature is right now. I dare you to find a cloud in the sky. A little bit breezy, but it shouldn't be a factor. Guys, back upstairs.
All right, Kevin, thanks very much. And yeah, the front moved through nicely and the cool temperatures stay, but with sunny skies today as you look at 55 officially. And the wind is a factor today as the coin toss won by Hawaii and they defer. SMU is going to receive. So the Ponies will get the first shot offensively today. This is a team that is only averaging 11 points a game, and it'll be interesting to see how they get after it here today. I think certainly for Mike Cavan's team, Gary, they're feeling not must win, but he said, you know, we got a great attitude, but sooner or later you got to get some W's to go with all that.
Well, they played very well 2 weeks ago against North Carolina State, and they just want to build on that momentum that they had going into the fourth quarter. They were winning that football game, but they let it get away from them, so they've got to refocus themselves, and they hope to do that against Hawaii today.
And they're set to kick it off here today as Hawaii and the SMU Mustangs. Hawaii coming off the tough loss to Rice, 27-24. They've also lost to Nevada and defeated Montana. That game actually in Maui. And SMU, they lost it, you saw on Fox Sports Net. Kevin and Gary had the call 2 weeks ago here. NC State 26-17. They fell to TCU 38-10. And the opener in Shreveport against Louisiana Tech 36-6 as La Tech the winner in that contest. Walderscheid to kick it off. And it will be down in the end zone. And the touchback coming for the University of Hawaii. And Hawaii, corrected, will start on offense today. And that means quarterback Nick Rolovich, the senior out of California, who has only thrown one pass so far this year. 6'1", 193. And that's what he did last year. 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and he was an All-American in the junior college ranks in San Francisco before going to Hawaii. There's the rest of the starting lineup. Bass is a little guy at running back they're really excited about, and a host of receivers that can all get the job done. 1st and 10
There is Bass as he slides to the 23 before he falls, and Brian Bischoff, a sophomore from Houston, Texas, makes the tackle for SMU. And we'll look at the SMU defense just a moment that Gary's told you about that has been so stellar here. And Mike Cavan kind of shakes his head when he sees those defensive numbers and doesn't see any W's alongside the SMU record, because usually you play that well, you're going to get some wins. And the turnovers have been the huge problem really for both these teams as they sit near the bottom of the WAC in the turnover margin. 2nd and 7, ball in the 23, and Rolovich out of the shotgun with the run and shoot. Underthrows the wide receiver. He's looking for Justin Colbert, who's got 18 grabs on the year. Rutledge covering as well as Bischoff out there. There's Jonas Rutledge, a sophomore from Gainesville, Florida. And the SMU defense, as you take a look at the 4-3, Williams, Post, Birdwell, and Aldridge up front. The linebackers we mentioned, we'll see some of Valoria today. D.D. Johnson, a junior out of Terrell, Texas. And then the secondary, young but experienced, and hopefully for Mike Cavan, they can come of age here today against this vaunted passing attack. Rolovich got a lot of time and completes it. Crossing route, first down, out to the 35-yard line as Moodley makes the tackle that time, as Stutzman, Craig Stutzman, a senior from Honolulu, 14 grabs on the year coming in, makes this one.
Well, Bill, if you're going to allow Nick Rolovich that much time to throw the football, he's a capable quarterback. He transferred in here a couple of years ago to the University of Hawaii from junior college and was a junior college champion. He knows about winning football games, started 3 games a year ago. He does have some experience, and June Jones, regards that quarterback as a pretty good one.
Yeah, Rolovich tossed for 297 yards and 2 touchdowns against Fresno State last year. The handoff, and nothing doing but a flag thrown after the carry that time by Mike Bass, the freshman from Corona, California. Bischoff brought him down, and we'll wait the call. It's going to be a face mask.
Yeah, a little hand to the face on the tackle there. See the draw play here to Bass on the outside. Bass has got a lot of quicks. Coach Jones couldn't talk enough about him. He told us that young man has got a lot of talent, a lot of quickness, ability, liking him to some guys in the NFL, and just as a true freshman.
5 yards from the end of the run, replay first down.
Heard the call, so the replay first down, and the ball will now be on the 42-yard line. Boy, offensive folks, and June Jones is that. Love this situation. We got a 1st and 4, and you can really bring out the playbook. On count for Rolovich. Under pressure, dumps it off to Bass. Bass makes a miss across midfield before he is brought down at the 48-yard line. And Mike Bass shows you some of his elusiveness. Kevin Garrett, the junior from Brazoria, Texas, makes the tackle for SMU.
Well, those of you who don't know a whole lot about June Jones, his offensive philosophy, it is a run-and-shoot concept. He's run it for years. This is the screen play to Bass, which is the core pass play to the tailback in the offense. And as we talked about earlier, he's very quick. He's got 10 receptions on the year. That's his 11th. That is a key play in this offense.
June Jones, 13 and 15 in his 3rd year at the helm of Hawaii. He himself has quite a story that he's even here today in an awful car accident that he got in February. First down, and Rolovich going deep, knocked away. Rutledge with the touchdown-saving deflection as a little bit underthrown.
Well, Justin Colbert had gotten behind the defense. Jonas Rutledge cuts inside and does make a nice play on the football. If it had a little more air underneath, that would have been a touchdown for Hawaii. You take a look here from the end zone. Take a look. He's got the receiver beat. Receiver has the defender beat. If the ball is laid out, but Jonas Rutledge cuts under him, is able to reach up and knock the ball away.
Brings up a 2nd and 10 for Hawaii. First possession for the Warriors. The ball on the 48-yard line. Stutzman in motion, then stops. The handoff to Bass. And Bass forced out of bounds by Bischoff. Didn't get much help out there on the blocking angle, and Bass fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Bill, the SMU defense has played very well this year. They're averaging only giving up 100 yards or so a game rushing the football. That's pretty good numbers. You come against this team of Hawaii. Although it is a spread you out type of an offense where it's the run and shoot, you think pass, pass, pass all the time. But things you have to do defensively is you have to take care of that tailback in the running game, or he could get a couple hundred yards on you real quick.
Third down now and 9 for Hawaii. On the 47 of SMU. No score.
Hit hard and brought down on the sack. They're going to mark it at the 45-yard line.
Rolovich brought down by Peterson and others. And it is not easy to defend this run and shoot. Mike Cavan said we'll have to mix up our coverages and how you blitz, and it works.
Well, Peterson just pushes his way through the middle here, does a little arm over and gets inside the right guard, does a nice job of continuing to the quarterback and making a big play.
On to punt is Matt McBriar as he stands on his own 30. He's averaging 36.6 per punt. His long 56. He's a sophomore from Melbourne, Australia. And the fair catch, and a flag is thrown. He may not have been given enough room to catch that football, and SMU is going to get pretty decent field position as Butts made the reception, a 32-yard punt, and a penalty is on the play. Butts committed the infraction, I beg your pardon there. And we'll see. Yeah, that is the call against Hawaii. So the Warriors will give SMU a little bit better field position. We'll kind of watch the wind today, Gary, and see how the exchange takes place as breaking the halo rule there.
Yeah, it's kind of a northeast wind right now coming from the left to right across the field.
On the kicking team, 5 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
First and 10 at the 30, and as you look at the coaches on the sidelines, the new quarterback today for SMU is David Page getting the call. He's a junior from Brandon, Mississippi in place of Kellen Luker. Both had a chance to work hard in the last week with a week off, and Mike Cavan feeling he was the man for the job today. And the handoff to the left side, and this SMU running game has been impressive at times as they keep it on the ground there, and it'll be at the 40, a first down as Briggs with the ball carrier, junior out of Carthage, Texas. And let's take a look at who's up front for that offensive line. And first of all, Page, the quarterback last season, 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and threw for 541 yards. The offensive line anchored by the veterans on the left side, Slayton and McCarthy. Cunningham, an outstanding receiver with 18 grabs coming in here. Hampton, a super tight end that excites Cavan as well. And they'll alternate with Briggs and Kincaid as the running backs. That's a pretty good duo.
Yeah, they did very well 2 weeks ago against North Carolina State, getting 100-plus yards between the two of them. And it was a pretty good controlled offensive attack, especially with the offensive line for SMU.
So Page gets his first start of the season at quarterback. And we had a slight clock malfunction, but they've gotten that straightened out, hopefully. So we're ready to go again with 11:42 to go here in the first period. SMU's first possession. Briggs bounces off one defender, and after a second hit is brought down at the 40. And Chris Brown made the tackle there. He's a junior from Oahu. Honorable mention all-conference pick last year. Had a fumble recovery against SMU. And the defensive look for the Warriors as Iosua as well as Correa, tough on the left side. Correa, big playmaker type. Wright, Brown, and Tino Isamoa. Tino Isamoa, of course, the leading tackler in the WAC. And the secondary, Espiau and Jackson, both got some all-conference honors last year. It is now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Play action and then the pass, and it is complete out to the 45-yard line as Hampton taking half the team to bring him down. He's going to be marked at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 6 and 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's the numbers on Hampton from Burleson, Texas, in the suburb just south of Fort Worth.
He's one of the better tight ends in the country, Bill. Good receiving tight end. John Hampton came into the game with 14 receptions. That just adding to the numbers there. That's a good job that time by Page of reading the defense and taking what's given to him and not making a poor decision throwing the football.
And it'll be a 3rd down. At the mark of the 45. Page Got plenty of time and got a man wide open at the 30, 25, and knocked out of bounds inside the 20-yard line is Billy Ford, the junior from Mauriceville, Texas. His 5th reception of the year, and it will move the chains. Robert Grant beaten on the play in the Hawaii secondary.
Well, Billy Ford's going to work to come up to the outside here. Page has good time. The offensive line does a good job of blocking. He reads his keys, and he's just going to get behind the defense. And with the defense back, you see him. He stumbles here, allows Ford to get behind him in the seam of the defense. You got safety coverage coming over from the top and knocking him out of bounds. Doing a good job of coming is Robert Grant, the free safety. Otherwise, it would have been a much bigger play, even a score possibly for SMU.
34 yards on the pass play for the Mustangs. And the Mustangs come in averaging 250 yards in total offense. That is last in the league and 108th in the country. But we've already seen a couple of very impressive plays from them offensively. And the nice run that started things off from Briggs, and then the pass play from Page hooking up with Ford.
Well, I think Larry Keck, the offensive coordinator for SMU, has done a good job in the last couple of games, Bill, of kind of finding his rhythm. That is calling the offensive plays for this football team and getting in stride and finding ways to get key people to football. Billy Ford, you saw him on that play. You've got other guys in the field. Chris Cunningham, a big play wide receiver. And one guy who had some really big, spectacular plays a year ago is Johnny Freeman. And they need to find a way to get him in the ball game, and he's number 5.
Yeah, we saw some of him in one of the games. It was the Nevada game here he did so well in last year. Clock problems again. Yeah, you're thinking, boy, Hawaii throws the ball a bunch. Boy, it's going to be a long game. Well, you're thinking, now, wait a minute. How long have we been playing and only 19 seconds are gone? Mike Cabin's thinking, I'd like to have a little ball control today, Gary, and see if I can run some time off. Wait a minute. And what you're looking at is unofficial, but I'm a betting man. I feel pretty good about our time. Certainly, yeah, we're closer to 10:02 than we are to 14:41. And June Jones being told, I'm assuming they're going to be keeping it on the field here. And they also are having problems with the down and distance as well. So kind of going back to maybe your middle school days when you take a look on the other side to see where the ball is each time, too.
Talk about Hawaii and what they have to do to come when they come back to play on the mainland. It's kind of a unique thing. They actually practice out in Hawaii on the islands early in the morning, which when they come back east kind of equates to this time of the day. So this is almost morning to them out there, so they're used to getting up and playing, so it's not that much of a time zone change. June Jones keeps his players on island time when they travel to the mainland, and he thinks that helps them keep their focus and ability to perform.
Yeah, and particularly today with the 11 a.m. start, a 6 a.m. start Hawaii time. So it not as big an adjustment as you might think. The keeper this time by Page inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. And the other thing is June Jones, he got it all together. It's not easy to travel, of course, and particularly when you're coming east. They arrived here in Dallas wee hours Thursday morning, then worked out Thursday afternoon, stayed, of course, last night, workout yesterday at Irving High School. So by the time they get to game time, they are pretty acclimated here. Wright made the tackle that time for the Warriors, and it is now 2nd down and 7. Hampton in motion, comes back, set up, and the handoff to Kincaid. And Kincaid with a flag thrown is stopped at the 20-yard line. Keelan Kincaid, a sophomore from Troop, Texas, 177 yards rushing coming in, 4.5 per carry. Iosua made the tackle. Mike Iosua from Seattle, and you see the call against SMU.
Well, that's the kind of thing that'll drive a coach crazy because he gets good field position at the 20-yard line in the red area, having a chance to go in for a score, but now they're having a penalty, which could...
Holding on the offense. Penalties refused. 3rd down.
He's going to go ahead and not accept the penalty, so take a look here on the left side of your line, and you see the takedown right there. Does a good job of calling that one. That's WWF style. Got him under the neck and, just pulled him on down.
At least he earned it.
You're going to do it right.
The only guy coach going to get mad at in the post-game film room is not the referee. It is 3rd down and 11 now for the Mustangs. Their first possession that is somewhat stalled here at the 20-yard line. Page straight back. They're coming after him strong. Chased out of the pocket. Big trouble. Unloads it. Got a man. Incomplete. Intended for Cody Cardwell. And Page showing you a little of his athleticism just to get out of that mess, Gary, and almost got 6.
Well, you see him here. He's under duress immediately, and he just scrambles to the outside. He's got the big defensive lineman, then he turns back, and he's got the big linebacker, Piso Isamoa, coming after him, and he unloads into Cardwell. Almost a miraculous play, and possibly even a touchdown, just a little too long.
Jacob Crowley on for a 37-yard field goal attempt on a 4th and 11. Snap down, and the kick is good. SMU with a 37-yard field goal, and the Mustangs take a 3-0 lead. Stay with us on Fox Sports Net.
NCAA football opens its doors to everyone.
The doors are wide open for academics and athletics.
It's a chance to demonstrate excellence.
To show creativity and innovation both in the classroom and on the field.
NCAA football gives everyone a chance to be great.
Dallas, Texas, get ready for the 2001 NCAA Division I Women's Soccer Championship. SMU will host the 2001 Women's College Cup December the 7th and 9th at Gerald J. Ford Stadium. For a ticket application, call 214-SMU-GAME or log on to ncaasoccer.net.
Introducing the best damn sports show, period. Comedy.
My answer is yes, and crutch that.
Commentary.
If it wasn't for him, baseball would be in the toilet right now.
Updated scores and highlights.
Lisa Guerrero is hot.
The show that takes you places no other dares to go. Join Chris Rose, Tom Arnold, and a bunch of opinionated ex-jocks. What more could you want from a sports show?
I think Porky Pig would agree.
The best damn sports show, period. Weeknights at 7:30 and 11:30 on Fox Sports Net.
Welcome back. SMU with a 37-yard field goal, and now a 3-0 leader here in the early going. Tuesday, baseball's postseason unfolds on Fox. First 8 of baseball's best battled out in the American and National League Division Series on both Fox and Fox Family. Then follow the drama of the ALCS and the NLCS all the way to the crowning of the 2001 World Series champion as baseball's postseason airs exclusively on your local Fox affiliate. Being a part of baseball's postseason comes to Fox October 9th. The kickoff rolls out of the end zone and will be a touchback again for the University of Hawaii. Bill Land, Gary Reasons, Kevin Eschenfelder with you here today in Dallas. And we'll see what the Warriors come up with on their second possession with Rolovich and crew. First and 10 from the 20 for Hawaii. Hawaii averaging 437 yards total offense, 376 in the air. That is first in the league, second in the country, just 61 rushing. And Rolovich going deep and nearly caught. Well covered there in the secondary as going for Lally and Kevin Garrett with him step for step. Lally is 6'3", Garrett 5'10", and looked like they kind of said, all right, we'll throw it up for the jump ball.
Well, Rolovich is going to throw it down, but he's going to take a shot at the end of the play. Here's 44. Justin Williams just unloads on him at the end. The ball's delivered well, and a good grab on the outside, or almost a grab, that is.
Williams put the pressure on Rolovich. And again, there's kind of an uneasiness to this game for the fans and those on the sidelines too, the players and the coaches, because they keep struggling with the scoreboard and the clock. Now they've got 8:40 up there. I don't have any idea if that's right or not. I don't know if they're just posting it after each play, but then it'll slip back to 15 minutes or whatever. So it's really made it hard for anybody to get into kind of a rhythm. They pitch it directly to Bass this time, and you'll see it all from this run and shoot of June Jones. And he carries it out to the 23, maybe the 24-yard line before he is brought down.
Well, there are 3 or 4 key plays to go to the tailback in this offense, the run and shoot offense, and that the direct snap is the second time we've seen that today to Bass, and he's going off tackle. A little trap play inside June Jones has a lot of confidence in him because that young man has a lot of quickness and ability to make people miss, and he's done a real good job as a true freshman coming in and running the tailback spot.
2nd and 5 on the 25-yard line now. 3rd, I beg your pardon. Rolovich out of the shotgun. Completes it to Lally, and he's got the first down. Kevin Garrett makes the tackle.
And Lally's going to find a way to get open. He'll tell you, he doesn't catch 11 balls a week ago against Rice for nothing. 11 catches for 181 yards, just a tremendous effort. He's going to find the opening in the defense and come back to his quarterback. And Rolovich, being the smart quarterback that he is going to find an excellent receiver in Lally.
Well, June Jones, there's another penalty here. When we visited with him yesterday, Gary, what was your reaction when he said, I mean, he just was drooling about the guy, and he said, now he runs a 4.25 40. I kind of looked at you, and I think we're both saying, oh, come on, June. And it's like he sensed that
5 yards from the
because
spot
he
of the
said
foul.
the scout that timed him didn't believe it either, and he turned around and ran him the other way, and same thing.
Well, he qualified it that way. An NFL scout coming in and taking a look at what kind of athlete he is, and hey, just a junior, so I tell you, the sky's the limit for this young man.
1st and 10, following the penalty at the 38-yard line. Stutzman, the one in motion there, comes back to the near side, and Rolovich, protection breaks down. He's got a little room to roam, though. Nice wheels, and dives out of bounds across the 45-yard line near the 47, where Luke Croy was there pursuing, a 6'2", 316-pound junior out of Duncan, Oklahoma. Came in with 14 tackles and has started portions of his first 2 years, playing more of a backup role this year.
Well, that's one thing that Nick Rolovich has that Timmy Chang may not possess, is that's that outside speed. And actually, Coach Jones will tell you that Nick Rolovich may have a stronger arm than Timmy Chang, but Timmy Chang just has a complete control of the offense, playing that type of offense in high school and coming in as a true freshman a year ago and playing very well this year also. The nation's total offense leader who's not playing today.
Rolovich looking comfortable so far today. Here's Bass and going nowhere. Stopped at the 45-yard line. Well, Valoria made the tackle, and Kevin had a chance to visit with head coach June Jones before the game today, talking about his quarterback situation.
Nick was a JC All-American and played at San Francisco City College, where they won the national championship. He's got a nice arm. He'll stand in there. He's a tough guy. Hopefully he'll play well today.
Simplify anything? I know he gets a lot of reps. And do you simplify anything in the offense?
Not really. We call pretty much the same stuff. Although Timmy has a great understanding, great feel for what we're doing because he's played more in the games. Nick hasn't been in the game as much, so we'll see how he plays today.
3rd and 4 for Rolovich and company here. Batted away and caught by Rolovich as he dives out of bounds again. And the tackle made by Post with a deflection, I should say. Yeah, and I wonder if Rolovich saw that down marker and confused it for the first down marker the way he dove there.
Well, I tell you what happened on this thing. He's going to create a lot of havoc for the stats guys here today because he's going to pass his ball and he's going to become the receiver as well. So he gets credit for the pass, the reception, and no yardage.
This puts new meaning to one-man team comments that guys make, right? 4th down and 5 for the 44. McBriar will come on to kick as SMU to receive the punt, and McBriar stands on his 30. Last punt was a 32-yarder. Chris Cunningham is dangerous as he sets up and steps from the 10-yard line. Got 10 and stopped at the 20, and that's where SMU will take over. The Mustangs with a 3-0 lead here in the first quarter.
My father was a sports broadcaster, so I spent many Saturdays thinking about what an experience it might be having an opportunity one day to maybe run out a tunnel. I was 19 years old and I had that opportunity. There were 100,000 people in the stands. And as we came through that tunnel, it started to pack up in front of me, and pretty soon it got kind of congested. You couldn't really understand why things weren't just sprinting out onto the field. So our head coach, Pepper Rogers, doing somersaults right in the middle of the grass. He liked to say that's when he knew his team was ready.
A world-class university in the heart of the Pacific, the University of Hawaii at Manoa ranks among the nation's top public research universities, excelling in ocean and earth sciences, astronomy, and Asia and Pacific studies. It also has a top-notch athletic program. UH is committed to quality, diversity, and service. Excellent resources, dynamic faculty, high-caliber students. the University of Hawaii at Manoa.
SMU in Dallas. Success starts here.
SMU with a 3-0 lead on a field goal from Jacob Crowley and about to get its second possession here in Dallas against Hawaii. Well, it's a new show that everyone's been talking about, the Best Damn Sports Show, period, featuring a comedian who's a diehard sports fan, a bunch of ex-jocks who really know the game. It's sports comedy, commentary, and constantly updated scores and highlights. It's the Best Damn Sports Show, period. Weeknights at 7:30 and 11:30 p.m. on Fox Sports Net. SMU with Page getting his first start of the year. Hands it off to Briggs. Slants across the left side for about a yard. SMU's first drive was an 8-play, 55-yard drive that stalled and set him up for the 37-yard field goal by Crowley.
Bill, SMU's offense has been plagued this year by the turnover, and those turnovers defensively have actually turned into 5 defensive scores against the Mustangs this year, and that's one thing that Coach Cabin really wants to avoid at all costs today, and that is to give the ball unnecessarily to the defense and give them a chance to score with the football. So a lot of ball control drills, a lot of things to control the offense and not make mistakes. That's the biggest thing for them. If they can play a good controlled style of offense, they'll have a chance to win this football game.
Second down, Kincaid rolls out near the 30, and depending on the spot, we'll have the first down. 5:32 we're showing here remaining in the first period. You see 4:09. I'm going to trust our clock because they update theirs. All right, here's been the problem for SMU. 9 turnovers for 44 points and 5 defensive touchdowns. Mike Evans said, I know we're setting a record, but I don't want to have anybody do the research. He said, it's just got to stop. And he's hoping that that'll be the turnaround today. Hampton in motion here on a 1st and 10. Kincaid again cuts back and does a nice job of slipping by a few and out to the 36-yard line.
Good job of picking his way through the offensive blocks there and getting another offensive movement here. You take a look on the left side, you get the big offensive guard. On the left side, James McCarthy, number 74, and Joey Slayton, the left tackle, just cleaning everything out there and moving them. Slayton's a big one. He's 6'6", 320 pounds, and McCarthy's big as well, 6'3", 294. A couple of seniors that anchor that left side of the line, and they've done a pretty good job so far today.
SMU once again moving it. And it's 2nd down and 4 here with 4:40 counting in the first period. Page, a little bit of option, shows some speed and splits it out to the 46-yard line. David Page will move the chains again and really caught that Hawaii defense off balance. Hiram Peters, a sophomore from Oahu, made the tackle.
Well, the seal there by Slayton, but the tight end Hampton comes in and gets the linebacker. See him on piece of Tiso there, does a good job of knocking him out of the way, and Page turns it up smartly. When you don't have anybody who's going to be responsible for the quarterback on the option, you've taken that away with the tight end's block. You just turn it straight up, and that's what David Page did.
And now they slam it right up the middle and wide there. And I think as the football, knocked it away and recovered it as Iosua with the tackle on the play. Jackson may have had the recovery.
Now, we just talked about the turnovers, and this is one here in the plus side of the field for Hawaii. They do a good job of coming down on the football. Let's see how the ball comes out. Page is turning it up again. Not going to see the play, but Nate Jackson comes up with the fumble recovery.
Actually, I think Kevin Jackson coming up with that one. The sophomore from Reno Valley, California. Jackson, Nate is the free safety, and the fumble recovery gives Hawaii excellent field position now. 1st and 10 at the 45 of SMU. See if they strike quickly here. Out of the shotgun is Rolovich. Looking for it all. Going deep and intercepted. Wanted the lead. Garrett instead, and he's got some room. To the 25. And across the 35. Broke the tackle. To the 50. And brought down inside the 45. Kevin Garrett with the exciting interception return.
On the tackle, it's 1st down Mustangs. 56 yards on the return.
Lee actually came from behind to get the tackle, Gary.
A lot of teams do this in the plus territory first. First play out of the box, go ahead and try to go for the big one. He's got Lee, who actually is behind the play. Now he's going to cut back across the field, and you'll see the whole field here on this replay. He's just take Lee up the top and go ahead and use his speed and throw it to him. The ball is just underthrown. The wind is blowing back this way onto the field right now. Good job that time by Garrett of coming back and adjusting on the football. And the effort, though, I'm telling you, from actually Lee, who's coming from his backside. You'll see him come across the field. Watch number 8 into your screen, or you just have to run the play, but he covered about 70 yards to catch him to avoid a touchdown.
He does have that 4.25 speed. Now, SMU wanting a big play and bringing it back down to the 31-yard line is Chris Cunningham on the end around. And
another kind of a situation that you want to make a big play, the reverse play to Cunningham, bring him around. So Coach Keck is doing the same thing here offensively for SMU and calling some plays, trying to get something on a turnover to change the momentum, go ahead and take a shot at making a big play offensively.
Matt Wright made the tackle for Hawaii there. This all set up on the exchange of turnovers. First of all, the fumble recovery by Kevin Jackson for Hawaii, and then the first play, an interception and a return by Garrett. And now Kincaid heads to the 30-yard line. A flag is thrown. And might be on Tino Samoa. Let's see here.
I think Piso made the tackle, came inside.
You guys hear me?
Okay.
Tino Samoa making the tackle. The flag got to be against Hawaii, though. So SMU, a 37-yard field goal on its first possession, a turnover on the second, but now knocking on the door again, down to the 26-yard line, where it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Ponies. Briggs is back in the game as the running back. Time called momentarily. Again, they're having problems with the clock. Ours is showing 3:19. Scoreboard says 3:23. Take your pick. Play action. And nowhere this time. The sack on the play. Travis LeBoy busts through, the defensive end from San Rafael, California. Gets his second sack of the season. Transfer out of Utah State.
Well, up here just going to come inside, lay here, and get underneath the tailback and wrap up the quarterback. He's got a play fake he has to make on that play. David Page, and makes that, tries to turn forward, but LeBoy with his quickness coming underneath the block makes a good play.
His father, a great player at the University of Hawaii back in the 70s, an All-American on the defensive line. LeBoy looking like that on that particular play. It's 2nd down and 16 now at the 32. Hampton sets up as a H-back on the left side. Page looking for running room and will keep it. Got out of bounds and may have a late hit there as a flag is thrown. Correa made the tackle, if you will. And
we got a flag on the play, Bill. The back judge threw the penalty flag. He usually looks at the tight end area.
Be a late hit on.
Well, it's going to be a holding penalty. I think they actually hold the tight end from getting out into the play here. It's defensive holding. I'm going to take a look at this bunch right here and see what happens inside there. You got the tight end trying to get off the ball. They're calling holding here on the defensive tackle. So the referee throws the flag in there. That's what he sees. But in reality, the offensive tight end was trying to block.
So let's see what they come up with when they sort it out. It would appear the officials visiting with both coaches here.
Yards from the end of the run. The yardage is enough for a 1st down.
Holding at the end of the run?
Well, enforced on the play. That's exactly what the penalty is. They just attach it on to whatever they gain. They gained about a foot, so it becomes a 1st down with the 10 yards. Well, nonetheless, it's a situation inside the red area now. SMU needs to convert these situations with the first down to the 15.5-yard line.
Garrett's interception has set it all up here for the Ponies. They've got 6 first downs today, 2 by penalty, and now they've got a 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Page going in the corner, got a man just overthrowing Billy Ford as Peters was covering the cornerback.
Well, everything really looked good on that play. Ford did a nice job, nice route of setting up the defender, getting back to the corner of the end zone. You see him, he's going to come up and work to the outside, and David Page just sets his feet, throws it out there, and just a little bit too much air underneath it. Ford goes up and just outside of his reach.
We've got 2:20 on the scoreboard clock remaining in the period. 3-0 SMU, and it will be 2nd down and 10 again. On the option, Kincaid nowhere to go, and LaVoy is there for the tackle for loss. Travis LaVoy showing great speed, 6'5", 253. He's got some wheels.
Well, his name may be LaVoy, but that's a man-sized play. When he plays defensive end, he's responsible for the quarterback on that play, but is able to have enough speed to get out on the pitch. Watch him here. He comes off a Page and goes out to make the tackle. Excellent job by the defensive end on the option play.
And he'll bring up a 3rd down now at the 16-yard line. The 21, I beg your pardon. And 16 to go. And again, Page. Got a man wide open. Touchdown, SMU. Cunningham. Great poise by Page, and finally spotted Chris Cunningham, who gets his 3rd TD of the year. "21 yards on the TD reception, and that'll bring on the kicker as Jacob Crowley, who is 3 of 3 in point after. Yeah, just 3 touchdowns in the first 3 games of the year for this SMU team, and now they're looking for their 10th point of the game. They've been averaging 11, and they make it 10-0. So Cunningham gets the 21-yard TD reception from Page, and the Mustangs up 10-zip.
Dallas, Texas, get ready for the 2001 NCAA Division I Women's Soccer Championships. SMU will host the 2001 Women's College Cup December the 7th and 9th at Gerald J. Ford Stadium. For a ticket application, call 214-SMU-GAME or log on to ncaasoccer.net.
NFL This Morning. It's the pregame show that's not really a pregame show. Tomorrow at 9:30 on Fox Sports Net.
Kevin Garrett's first interception of the year sets up the TD pass to Cunningham, and SMU up 10-0.
Well, Page is going to roll out here to the right side, and inside we're going to have a receiver come up the field and go across. That's Cunningham. And the free safety, who should be covering him here man-to-man, lets him go. You see him come into the screen on your right side. He's got lost right there in the open man. He hits him. Bingo, touchdown for the Ponies. So happy quarterback.
First start of the year for Page, and so far so good. They've turned it over once, but they got it back on the turnover, and he gets the TD pass. And now Hawaii's got its work cut out for him with 1:07 to go in the first period. And the kickoff coming up. Walderscheid sets up. The deep man for Hawaii is Mark Tate. Tate at the 1. Stop near the 16-yard line, and that's where the Warriors get it first to 10 on the 16 as Billy Jack Williams made the tackle. Let's go down to Kevin Eschenfelder.
All right, guys, Chris, the Comet Cunningham has played in 26 collegiate games. He's caught a pass in every single game, made this last one count. I think it may be interesting for SMU. Albeit in a losing cause 2 weeks ago, it was still their best game of the year. They weren't really able to build on that, though, because of the bye week. And, well, they showed here in 2 of the first 3 possessions that they're able to keep a little bit of that momentum going. Back upstairs.
Thanks, Kevin. As Cunningham gets his 19th or his 3rd touchdown of the year. He's got 3 of their 4. Ooh, a hard hit. No flag thrown there at the 21-yard line.
This is another direct snap to Mike Bass here on the offense for Hawaii, and the tailback. This young man is very quick. He has the ability to take this anywhere, and what he does is read it to the outside. The defense comes up and makes a pretty good pop on him, though.
Yeah, let's listen again to Jonas Rutledge. You want that extra yard, you're going to pay for it. As Mike Bass, the ball carrier there. 2nd and 5 from the 21 of Hawaii. Bass again, right up the middle, and slips it out to the 26-yard line. Bass, kind of an interesting story. June Jones, loves to run and shoot, and he said, I had to check twice. This kid ran for 3,000 yards in his senior season in a run and shoot offense in high school.
Well, that's what this offense can do when you spread out and you can't control the running game because you're worried about the passing game. He's just a smallish type running back, about a $170 or so. He coached Barry Sanders in the run and shoot up in Detroit. I actually had to call Barry to find out. He says, Barry, well, how big were you when you came out to play in the college your first year? He says, Coach, I was about 172 pounds, a different way. So he said, yeah, I'll take this one.
Yeah, and he said, not as fast as Barry Sanders, but kind of that type of player. Really excited about it. That ends the first period, and SMU fans are excited about the results so far. It is 10-0 Tonies on Fox Sports Net.
A world-class university in the heart of the Pacific, the University of Hawaii at Manoa ranks among the nation's top public research universities, excelling in ocean and earth sciences, astronomy, and Asia and Pacific studies. It also has a top-notch athletic program. UH is committed to quality, diversity, and service. Excellent resources, dynamic faculty, high-caliber students. The University of Hawaii at Manoa.
It's where academics count. It's where athletes count. It's where alumni count. Count it all up, and you'll have a crystal clear picture of what we believe, who we are, and what we do. Our purpose, our focus, our passion. Celebrating 40 years of the Western Athletic Conference, where actions count.
SMU in Dallas. Success starts here.
It's time you expected more from an insurance company. So call Progressive Auto Insurance, and we can give you our low price and the rates for up to 3 leading competitors.
We want you to save money, even if it's not with us.
Call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE now or visit progressive.com. Compare rates and buy a policy instantly.
Okay, maybe we're not changing the world, but we are changing the way people buy car insurance.
Real savings, faster service. Call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE. Not what you'd expect from an insurance company.
Mike Cavan's club at 0-3, but leading 10-0 as we get ready to start the second quarter, and got his thoughts about stopping the Hawaii defense. And we'll listen in now as he talks with the start of the second period.
We need to try to get pressure on him. I mean, you know, you can't blitz all the time. You can't play zone all. It's a combination. It's a mixture. It's a chess game. Is what it is. And hopefully that you know, our guys will make the right calls at the right time. And I think that's the way you have to approach it.
And that's really the only way you can approach it. Eric Schumann, the defensive coordinator for SMU, has to do a blend. He's got to pressure the quarterback some. He's got to play control, stop the running game inside. If you don't take care of that tailback, he'll hurt you in this offense. And you also have to control the passing game. Be able to play one-on-one on the outside.
Here's Rolovich to hand it up. Nope, fakes it and then brings it back and tosses it out in the flat. And taking it down to the 33-yard line is Colbert, I believe, where Rutledge makes the tackle. No, I beg your pardon, Shannon Harris on the reception, senior from Culver City, California. And Harris has got now 12 grabs on the year for over 160 yards.
Now, they spread the ball around a lot, and that's a screen play out to the wide receiver. Shannon Harris got a lot of speed out there. Hey, Jonas Rutledge comes up and makes a shoestring tackle. Otherwise, that's going to be a big, big play because there's nobody deep beyond him to come over and make the play.
Rolovich now 5 of 9 for 37 yards, has the one interception that was costly as it helped on the terrific return by Garrett set up the touchdown pass. Harris in motion. Rolovich comes that way. In trouble, slides right up in the pocket, got room to run. Rolovich to the 40 and scampers out of bounds at the 45-yard line. First down, Hawaii. Picks up 11 on the play. First and 10, Warriors.
It's just a heads-up play by the quarterback. Rolovich does a good job of settling in the pocket. His fullback or tailback is in the game is Thero Mitchell, number 24, who picks up a blitzing linebacker and allows him to step aside and then find an open crease where the linebacker ran through and turns it into a big game.
First and 10 now at the 46, they're officially going to call it. And Lally comes wide to the right side. Gary mentioned he had 11 receptions against Rice last week. Has been kept under control so far through one period here today. And the ball carried to the 50, 45, breaks a tackle down near the 40-yard line as Hawaii keeping it on the ground, and Riley made the tackle.
Mitchell does a good job of running the football, Bill, on the draw play. Louis Fiata on the left side, the offensive tackle, just turning the corner here. You see him here, got a good block, locked up, and good job that time on the outside by the tailback of getting around the corner, getting a positive play.
Mitchell has scored 2 touchdowns this year on 10 carries, 27 yards coming in here today. Last year scored a pair of touchdowns, only carried the football 11 times. First and 10 on the 39 of SMU in Hawaii. Trying to get on the board. Shut down so far, 10-0. Rolovich fakes, comes up, got hammered and incomplete. They made quite a sandwich out of Rolovich as we approach the noon hour. And Moodley is covering on the play, and Rolovich showing how tough he is today, too.
Well, that's one thing that June Jones said. He said this quarterback is tough. As he comes up, you can see he's going to throw the ball and get popped right away. Bingo, right there. Up around the head almost, but the quarterback's going to take some shots in this offense. It's a pre-designed offense, Bill. You see run and shoot, but the way June Jones coaches this offense, there's predefined reads. There are things that you have to do at the quarterback position to make this thing click. If you read things correctly, there will always be somewhere to go to with the football.
Second and 10, the ball on the 39, and Rolovich unloads it, complete to Lally. Steps out of bounds at the 30-yard line. And I think he'll be short of the first down. May need a measurement. Brent Briggs was there covering on the play.
Maybe about a foot short or so. Lally's just kind of the athlete. When he gets the ball in his hands, you think that big things can happen. His 145 yards a game, that is tremendous. At second in the country. That kind of numbers just really stand out when you look at the stats on the football team. And with his speed at 4.25, his size 6'3", 6'4", about 190 pounds. Just a prototype receiver and one that really can get down the field and make big plays for you.
And here's a look at the numbers offensively for the two teams. SMU, the more impressive so far, but Hawaii marching on a 3rd and 1 now. Short trot, not much pressure, and then it did collapse as they come on strong to make the play. And he is hit back on the 36-yard line. And now decision time for June Jones. He's thinking 3rd and 1, got an easy first down or somewhat easy first down. And it all came apart quickly that time as Corey Riley made the tackle.
Well, that's what you call a coverage sack. They've got a 90 scheme. They want 2 quick slants to come across. The quarterback has to deliver the football on timing. The coverage didn't allow him to do that, so he had to hold the ball longer. And whenever you have that happen, the offensive line who's setting short breaks down, and they're attempting a field goal here on 4th down.
Justin Ayod, whose longest is 37 this year. This is a 53-yarder. Good breeze at his back, though, and he is way off the mark. So they try the 53-yarder, and Ayod, the sophomore, the freshman from Oahu, misses here, and SMU holds. It comes up with a big defensive play. Stay with us. It's 10-0 Mustangs.
Jared's always been an inspiration. Now it seems a lot of people are joining the team.
Feeling fine, it's a great time. We're a Subway family now. We love Jared, the Subway's taste. Come and join us, it's not too late. You're right.
Subway has 7 delicious sandwiches with just 6 grams of fat or less, including our new tasty honey mustard turkey with cucumber with just 4 grams of fat.
The only thing that's missing is you. Subway, eat fresh.
Whoa, Gilbert, no Super Bowl since '98.
You've got to get hungry again. Put down the cake, Gilbert.
Hey, don't even think about it, Brown.
It's a Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader this week.
The Southwest Sports Report.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's the nightly newscast you've been waiting for.
This is the real deal.
30 minutes every night dedicated to scores, highlights, and interviews from your hometown teams.
We told you it was going to be good.
Your teams, your town, your show. The Southwest Sports Report, nightly at 10 on Fox Sports Net.
SMU 10-0 leader, 12:33 to go, second quarter. Hey, to stay up to date on all of today's great sports day and following the quadruple header of football on Fox Sports Net, check out the Southwest Sports Report tonight when all our football concludes, including wrap-up of the Astros pennant race, the Texas OU weekend, and the action at the Cotton Bowl today, and all the college football highlights on the Southwest Sports Report. And tell you what, David Page trying to work his way into that highlight package as the quarterback for SMU getting his first start of the year has already thrown a touchdown pass, working hard there to gain Mike Haven's favor before Mikey Osua makes the tackle. And a pick up a 9, huh?
David Page should have been sacked 3 times on that play, showing his escapability and turning it into a positive play, Bill.
Kevin Jackson with the fumble recovery earlier for Hawaii had the biggest pressure on Page that time. 2nd and 1 for the Mustangs. Forward in motion. Stopped at the 47-yard line. Briggs, and he got the first down. So they showed him a little bit of everything just to slow down the defense, and it works as they move the chains.
You know, a lot of coaches on 2nd and 1. They're going to probably try something a little bit different, but I think SMU wants to continue to build and get first down. So go ahead on 2nd and 1 and take it right off tackle. Go off the strength of your offensive line and just see if you can get that first down and continue getting a positive drive instead of throwing the ball down the field. Then coming up with a must 3rd and 1.
Mike Haven's just got to like the feel of the way this one's going so far for his club. 1st and 10, 48. He had the turnover, but it didn't hurt him today. And now Page brought down at the 45-yard line. Loss of 3 on the play. Travis LeBoy continues. I think I like what you said. Let's rename him Travis LeMan.
Well, you need to go the other side if you're going to run the option play. He's going to come down and look at LeBoy. He's just going to man through the offensive tight end here and come through and make the play. David Page is going to go around the corner that time. They're going to option off the linebacker, but he never had a chance to get there because LeBoy just destroyed the tight end's block.
Well, you see plays like that from a sophomore, and you know why June Jones was telling us yesterday, yeah, I know that we're 1-2 because this team's better than our bowl team of 99 that went 9-4, and you see why he's excited about some of these young players. 2nd and 12 from the 46. Page got some time. Zip finds a man at the 39-yard line. Make it the 38 as Millhouse tackles Chris Cunningham, the touchdown receiver. And another first down for the Mustangs. Nate Jackson also covering on the play.
Bill, this is overall execution on the offensive side of the ball. You're going to see Kincaid come over and take the block on the blitzing linebacker. Then quarterback gets the ball off timing. Kincaid gets it out there. That's Cunningham right on the reception. And Page does a nice job delivering the football. But the tailback picked up the blitz nicely to allow him to do that.
And it's now first down and 10 as Cunningham moves those chains again. Hampton sets up, fumble, and flag thrown as well. SMU falls on the football. Page 4 of 6 for 77 yards in the TD.
Jump in the neutral zone. The center just kind of quick snaps it to the quarterback, Page.
On the defense. 5 yards, still first down.
Sometimes offenses have that in if the center sees someone jump into the neutral zone off snap. What I mean by that, it's not the snap count that you're going to go on. Go ahead and snap the ball and get the easy penalty, knowing that you're going to get the penalty.
So it's first down and 5 now for the Mustangs. And that's what happened there as Hampton swings to the right side to set up. Makes the play and escapes 2 defenders. And now Page fumbles the football and it's recovered at the 32 by Hawaii. And LeBoy caused the fumble. We'll find out who came up with it. Travis LeBoy having a good season and a half.
Well, David Page is just trying to find a way to get out of this mess, and what he does is he recovers and he gets into the line and makes a good play. But you'll see LeBoy come from the backside and strip. The ball's he's trying to tuck the ball away, but he didn't have a good grip on it. Good job that time by the Warriors of coming up with it, and I think that's who's that, Alapa, the outside linebacker, doing a good job of falling on it.
Yeah, I believe it was Kiani Alapa comes up with it, and SMU with 2 fumbles, and let's see if Hawaii takes advantage of this one. Last time they had the ball at the 45 of SMU and the interception on the first play. This time first and 10 from the completion to Lally. Almost breaks the tackle of Garrett, and it's about 8 or 9 on the play.
Kevin Garrett's given Lally a little bit of cushion there, and rightly so with the great speed, but comes up and makes a nice tackle. He's just doing a stop right. Lally isn't coming back to the football. Just going to be a quick hitch out here to the outside, and Lally's stepping back to the quarterback, and Garrett wraps him up nice and hangs on and pulls him down.
Second and 2 for the Warriors. Down 10-0. Rolovich. Complete. First down at the 49-yard line. Rutledge made the tackle on the play as Colbert, the receiver. Justin.
Rolovich showing his strong arm that he's got here. He's throwing 2 balls, only getting about 8 or 10 yards, but he's having to throw the ball actually about 30 yards to get this completion as he throws it out here to Colbert. The ball's on a rope right there on the money. Good job of delivering it. 2 plays, the mirrored play, basically the same side, either side of the field.
Isn't that a pretty good test for arm strength? Some people always think about how far, but when you can throw that ball that far across the field, because you've got to put something on it.
Well, the field's 52 yards wide, Bill, and if you can throw it across the field, that's a long way.
Flag thrown. It'll be against Hawaii. Hawaii.
5 yards. Still first down.
Always spreads it around. They got 5 different receivers who entered the game with 10 or more catches. It's hard to concentrate on just one. Although June Jones told us he's a little surprised people haven't tried some things with Ashley Lally. He said even though the run and shoot presents problems if you want a double team,
Well, if you can play with 12 or 13 guys on defense, you can double team one guy and take away things. But this offense, with so many weapons that it has, throwing the football and even running the ball, you have to take care of business all around.
Yeah, they've run it quite a bit here today with Bass and Mitchell. 1st and 15 now from the 44. Rolovich tries to lead it a bit to Mitchell this time out of the backfield, and he cannot catch up with it.
Well, that's the coverage that SMU needs. Good job that time in the secondary. We talked about at the beginning of the show that the cornerbacks are going to have to play big, and they've done a pretty good job so far on the outside, and that's good coverage on the outside. Kevin Garrett coming up making a tackle on one side of the field, and Jonas Rutledge on the other, and good coverage out there also taking away the deep throws and making them throw underneath.
2nd down and 15. Mitchell, the 50, dances by another, keeps his balance inside the 35 of SMU. And the big play takes it down to SMU territory with Ruben Moodley, the free safety, making what might have been a touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, this is a good job here. It's the draw play. Watch Puwata get up on the linebacker. That's Valoria inside. The two of them on him, and he just turned the corner. Darrow shows that he's got enough ability to get a big play as well. He's probably not as fast as Bass, but he's got a lot more upper body strength and a lot more power.
Junior out of Bethel, Washington, came in backing up Bass, but they're splitting some time here. 2 carries, 49 yards today. This is the toss to Bass, and Bass is brought down at the 29, maybe 30-yard line. Maybe 2nd and long coming up as Vic Valoria. The sprained ankle coming in, did not get the start. 2nd team all-conference player in the WAC a year ago makes the stop here. Leads the team with 30 tackles prior to today's game. So it'll be a 2nd down and 7 now with 8:11 remaining here in the first half. All the scoring so far in the first quarter. Crowley's 37-yard field goal, Cunningham's 21-yard touchdown reception from Page for SMU's 10-0 lead. Rolovich, little shovel pass, and that is incomplete, and a flag is thrown. Quick officials huddle.
Well, you're going to have a penalty here. The quarterback threw the ball at the right guard, which is Manawai. Vince Manawai is going to come across on the screen play. It's going to be a little shovel pass to the tailback, but Manawai, the right guard here, is going to come over, and you'll see the pitch is going to hit him as he comes across the screen. And that's what the penalty is. He's an ineligible receiver, so it hits him first, and that's what the flag is.
Manawai saying, I know I'm a great athlete.
Yeah,
I'd love to carry the football, but we're going to have to set it up a little bit differently than that.
No Bumarooski today, but yeah, Vince Manawai, he's one of those guys that June Jones talks about very highly because he thinks that he's a high-round pick potential in the NFL, just strong, strength, and good blocker. And the thing that they do here with the Hawaii's offense is pass block a lot, and he knows how to set and pass block. You know, he told us a story yesterday about his game last week, and he decleated somebody. What that means, he comes around on a little twist and popped him pretty good and got him off the ground. And
illegal touching by the offense. Penalty for 3rd down.
Illegal touching call.
But the decleat is when he lifts him up, and the first thing that hits is the back of his shoulder pads, and that's the strength that Manawai has at that right guard position.
Well, one of the strengths that June Jones has in Hawaii is having coached for so many years in the NFL and head coach as well as a longtime assistant. As scouts love his offense, they love the ability to evaluate his players. He is certainly a player's coach and looking out for the long term. So when they come over to the mainland, you know there are going to be a lot of scouts, and there are a number here today. Rolovich completes this one to Stutzman on a 3rd down and 7, and I think he's got the first down. The forward progress stopped at the 21. Moodley made the tackle.
Stutzman, just another one of those many receivers that Hawaii has, and does a good job of pushing it up in the seam. And the SMU defense is trying to mix it up, trying to pressure the quarterback a little bit and trying to play back a little zone and also some man coverage. You have to do that against this offense. If you go one way, they're going to find out what you're doing, and good job that time coming up and making the play is Moodley, so he doesn't make a play after the catch.
1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Harris a step closer toward the top of your screen as he sets again. Rolovich, long count, and delay a game going to be the call, I believe, this time against Hawaii. So SMU showing something again and mixing up their coverages. Mike Cavan
on the offense. 5 yards, still down.
The only thing is Mike Cavan looks on with Hawaii. Well, yeah, you'll take the penalty, but you got to be careful here because they're just as dangerous 5 yards back.
Yeah, and actually it's better for the offense and the throwing offense to be back a little bit. Once you get inside of that 20-yard line, it shortens the field, it shortens the depth that you have to cover, so it limits the opportunities. And so if you don't have that tight end in the offense with the running game, that's kind of the fallacy of the run and shoot.
Bass saw an opening, and then the door came shut quickly, and he gets knocked to the ground. Forward progress stop to the 28. Luke Croy there for SMU.
Well, Big Lou does a good job of pushing the middle, and what I mean by that is he pushes the offensive guard back into the tailback, stops everything up, and then he's able to make the play.
So, second down now and 18 for the Warriors, officially on the 29-yard line. They're going to call it here. And Hawaii, team averaging 24-plus points a game, shutout so far. Tough situation here. Rolovich got some time though. And incomplete, looking for Stutzman. Garrett covering on the play for SMU. Well, you really tell, I think, Gary, that the maturing of this SMU secondary. We talked about it before the game. Mike Cavan is excited about what he's got there, and you can see these guys are up to the task so far.
No doubt about it. They've done a good job of covering these receivers so far. They're not giving up the big play. They may give them that 4 or 5 yard hitch pass or comeback pass, but the ones down the field, they're matching up very nicely, and the quarterback is having to come down underneath.
And now third down and 18, again from the 29-yard line. They need to get inside the 11 for the first down. The pitch to Bass. Got a block. And Bass takes it down to just about the 20, where it'll be a 4th and 10. And Aldridge made the tackle, senior from Jacksonville, Texas. An honorable mention all-WAC player last year when he had 65 tackles.
Well, how would you like to tackle this little young man running at you? Look at the quicks he's got in his hips and his feet. And I played with a guy in New York with the Giants, David Megan. Kind of has that kind of a shifty ability. I like the way this young man runs.
Here's Ayad. Ayad, who had a 53-yarder that was way off the mark, sets up this time at the 27 for a 37-yarder, and it is no good. Well, this wind is playing some tricks on this team today, and Hawaii still scoreless, 10-0 SMU on Fox Sports Net.
A world-class university in the heart of the Pacific, the University of Hawaii at Manoa ranks among the nation's top public research universities, excelling in ocean and earth sciences, astronomy, and Asia and Pacific studies. It also has a top-notch athletic program. UH is committed to quality, diversity, and service. Excellent resources, dynamic faculty, high-caliber students. The University of Hawaii at Manoa.
It's where academics count. It's where athletes count. It's where alumni count. Count it all up, and you'll have a crystal clear picture of what we believe, who we are, and what we do. Our purpose, our focus, our passion. Celebrating 40 years of the Western Athletic Conference, where actions count.
SMU in Dallas. Success starts here.
10-0 SMU over Hawaii. All the scoring in the first period. 5:36 to go before halftime. Bill Land, Gary Reasons, and Kevin Eschenfelder with you. Well, television's most unique brand of football commentary airs Sunday with the NFL This Morning on Fox Sports Net. Yeah, it's funny with Jay Moore and, of course, Boomer Esiason trying to be funny. Certainly, 90 minutes of off-the-wall of football news. NFL This Morning, a pregame show that's not really a pregame show. That's tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Central, right here on Fox Sports Net. on the run by Kincaid on a 1st and 10 following the missed field goal attempt. Kincaid picks up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Well, he's going behind the left offensive side of their offensive line, and McCarthy and Slayton, the two seniors. They played very well today and able to get 6 yards on that carry. That offensive line has played very well all season, and they've played a lot better as the season has progressed here for the Mustangs.
David Page sends Hampton in motion, sets up. Handoff. Kincaid again rolls across to the 34-yard line before he's hit. That's another first down for the Mustangs.
Well, the counter tray play, the old Redskins play, they run it here and they run it to perfection. It's called assignment blocking. When you run this, you're going to have the backside back and offensive guard come and watch the kick out block here. He takes 2, that's good, but you got one more there. He continues to the linebacker and gets the linebacker out of the play, and Kincaid turns it up inside nicely.
1st and 10 now at the 34. Clock moving, 4:34 to go here, first half. SMU like nothing more than a time-consuming long drive to punch in for 7. Take the big lead at the half. Kincaid stuffed at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10, no gain on the play as Pisatino Samoa makes the tackle. Vista, California, 6 foot, 217-pound junior. He had 15 tackles, a career high against SMU last year, and 3 sacks and forced a fumble.
Well, this defense has to be active for Hawaii. Kevin Lempa, their defensive coordinator, wants to change things up. They've got to roll some people in there. They don't feel like they're that big or are able to match up very well with a lot of offenses, and so they have to use some angles and twists and just keep them off balance.
Out of the backfield, Briggs, the juggling act, hangs onto the football, and I'm going to mark it about the 39. As Chris Briggs on the pass. Briggs had 2 receptions for 58 yards coming in today.
Well, watch the nifty handwork here. The ball's up a little bit over his head, but he turns it, takes it down nicely and turns it up for a positive play. That could have been almost a lateral and been a big problem for the Mustangs.
3rd down and 6 now. 3:38 to go.
David Page's numbers very solid for the day, Bill. Throwing the football, running it, and commanding the offense.
Page, the junior from Brandon, Mississippi, has really done a nice job. Incomplete, looking for Cunningham. As Abraham Elamimian covering on the play in the secondary for Hawaii.
David Page is trying to hit the second level receiver here, but the offensive side here, Slayton and McCarthy, the left side. Watch them here, everybody get their hands on them. They pick up the blitzing linebacker, then swing out to the outside to get LeBoy. Good job of the offensive line giving Page a chance to throw the football.
SMU's first punt of the day, as going back is Walderscheid on his own 25-yard line. Got by him. The bad snap, but Walderscheid will still try to kick it and got it blocked out of bounds. And Hawaii is going to get the football inside the 25-yard line. And you know what SMU's thinking. 10-0 lead or not, Gary, is the turnover bugaboo has got us again.
Well, it's not actually considered a turnover, but it is a field position key play in the football game. It's going to be ruled a block punt here. It's fumbled. The snap is low, below his knees. He just doesn't pull the ball in, and he just tries to make a play here and punt it down the field and thinks he can do it, but Grant comes through and tips the ball out of bounds, and the Warriors have a excellent field position for this drive.
And let's see if they go for the quick strike. Plenty of time, 3:25 to go in the half. 1st and 10 on the 24. As SMU has the punt blocked. Here's Rolovich. Steps up, fires, incomplete. No flag. But prior to that play, Hawaii had 33 plays, 16 runs. That's the 18th pass. They've been pretty balanced so far today. Let's go down to Kevin Eschenfeld.
You know, Bill, you guys had talked about the turnovers, and rightfully so. They've been huge for SMU this season. But you take those turnovers and then you equate them into the field position, and the SMU defense has started against the wall. Opponents have started their drives at their own 43-yard line. SMU's offense, their average starting possession, 26-yard line in their own territory, back upstairs.
Now, pretty good reason they don't have a win. Pretty good reason they only average 11 points a game. Rolovich, a little look in and complete to Colbert, who takes it down to the 17. And Rutledge is there for the Mustangs.
Jonas Rutledge makes a very nice play here. He comes up, he's the cornerback. It's a screen play. And he fights off the tackle to come in to make that tackle. Otherwise, it's a touchdown.
And Colbert, 7th in the league in receptions. Of course, the leader is Lally, averaging 9 a game. Colbert is 7th, tied with Cunningham at 6 receptions a game. 3rd and 3, ball on the 17. Of course, Cunningham's got a TD reception today, and Hawaii trying to get on the board here for the first time. Rolovich, complete, and Stutzman driven out of bounds near the 10-yard line where Ruben Moodley applies the hit.
Most everything you're seeing here throwing the football is down underneath. You're going to see Moodley come down and make the play on the outside. Just kind of matching up here as they unfold. The defense does, and we're letting one receiver go, and Moodley comes downhill to make the tackle. Kind of a bend but don't break policy here for the Mustangs.
1st and 10, ball on the 10. Yeah, they throw the chains down. 1st and goal from the 10. Snap it to Bass, and he gets a yard or 2.
Running him between the tackles may not be his best spot. He's a young man with enough elusiveness to get outside. That's just kind of a change-up where he's running inside there.
Yeah, he's listed at 158 pounds. He's added some since he came here. We talked earlier about the weight gain, but a steady diet of that, and he may not be around in November, or certainly not as effective until he bulks up a little. 2nd down now and goal from the 8. Rolovich, 3 wideouts to the top. Comes back. Lally inside the 5 before he is knocked out of bounds. Kevin Garrett covering on the play. Clock stops. 1:44 to go in the half.
That's where Kevin Garrett comes up and makes a nice tackle. But Lally, he needs to use his size and speed. He's going to throw the ball to the outside. And Lally, number 8, he's 6'3", about almost 200 pounds. And Kevin Garrett, he needs to go and try to overpower this guy instead of stopping and trying to cut back. Just go right on through him, but nonetheless, a good play for Hawaii.
Excuse me, Gary. Hawaii's got 3 timeouts. You got a chance to get a touchdown there, and if you don't get out of bounds, you still have. That's why you got your timeouts.
You can see the size difference between them. They're quite a bit different.
Hawaii 4 of 8 on 3rd down conversions. This 3rd and goal from the 4. Stutzman steps in a notch. Rolovich again out of the shotgun. Looking to Harris. And incomplete. No flag thrown. Moodley was covering on the play. See Harris not happy with that non-call.
Rolovich under duress here. They bring a little pressure on him inside, and he has to throw the ball up and outside. Shannon Harris is saying that Moodley interfered with him, but really probably not the call. Shannon just work up and watch Moodley here, number 4, get underneath him. He's just going to throw his hands up there at the last minute. There was no contact before he went out of bounds.
Rolovich taking a shot again as Bischoff putting the play on him. There's Harris and Moodley.
First warning.
Warning about the sideline that the players must stay back within the 25-yard line. Or outside the 25-yard line. So now the field goal attempt as Hawaii is 0-2. They've missed a 53 and a 37, and Ayotte now from a 26-yarder. And this one is good. The 26-yard field goal attempt good. Hawaii's on the board. SMU off a touchdown, 10-3. Oh, was that a 22?
Watch this.
NFL This Morning. It's the pregame show that's not really a pregame show. Tomorrow at 9:30 on Fox Sports Net.
It was the play that no one will ever forget. one of the most vivid images in baseball history.
And for Bill Buckner, nothing would ever be the same.
This person was asking my husband if he had contemplated suicide.
It's not something that's going to go away. That bothers me.
Bill Buckner speaks out on a special Beyond the Glory tomorrow at 8 on Fox Sports Net.
These days, you may find yourself asking, how can I help? One way is to buy or sell an item on the auction for America at ebay.com. 100% of the proceeds from items sold here will go to the families, victims, and communities affected by the September 11th tragedy. So we urge you, if you want to help, search your home and your heart and visit the auction for America at ebay.com.
The Last Word, weeknights at 11 on Fox Sports Net.
Moodley and the Mustangs give up the first score for Hawaii today, but it's a field goal, and check that, I think I said 22-yard field goal officially for Ayotte, and Hawaii's on the board, and he's ready to kick it off here to the Ponies.
Still capitalizing on the blocked field goal, but SMU's defense did a good job that time of not allowing the touchdown. Had plenty of time to operate, and it's a feather in the cap for the SMU defense.
Rutledge number 3 is deep to the far side of the field, and also back is Pipkins. And it's caught. SMU's going to get it about the 15-yard line as catching the football, D.D. Lee. And that's where the Mustangs will operate. And let's see what Mike Cavan decides to come up with 1:33 remaining. All 3 of his timeouts to go. And Hawaii having the benefit of having the wind in the face of SMU's offense.
Well, I would think nothing less than Mike Cavan to run the ball off tackle, see if he can get a few yards, possibly get a first down or a big play. But I don't expect him to throw the ball down the field or create some type of bad situation for his offense.
Well, Mike Cavan, as we mentioned earlier, even though they've yet to win a game, is excited about the potential of this team and the attitude and the fact that they keep improving, and that includes his offensive line.
Slayton gets a lot of attention because I think Joey's going to be, I think he's a chance to be the next level, a pro player. You know, he's that 6'6" guy, 315 pounds. But James McCarthy, our left guard, they play left guard, left tackle. James is he's kind of the bell cow of the offensive line.
The old bell cow, the guy who sets everything straight. And just a tough guy, the old guy that gets down and dirty, and McCarthy and Slade have done a good job on that left side. They run the ball effectively. They pass block very well together. They're a pretty good tandem, Bill.
Usually when someone refers to a player as that, it is a leader. In this case, it could be the actual size. This is the bell cow.
Well,
there's a look.
This one here is about
McCarthy.
6'6", 6'7", and you know he's calling him about 6'3", but tell you, a couple of good-sized young men on the left side of that line.
McCarthy, Grapevine, and Slayton from Seguin, and both veterans that have been starters here for quite some time. And SMU's taking advantage of their play today with a 10-3 lead. Hawaii, SMU's actually got to feel pretty fortunate. The block punt and SMU giving up great field position. Hawaii only get a field goal out of that. See what Page comes up with as they really mentioned keep it on the ground. They do out to the 17-yard line. And the timeout will be called now. Hawaii. So remember, Hawaii now has 2 timeouts remaining, and June Jones thinking, all right, we got the wind at our back. They want to run it. We stuff them. We'll get the ball back with good field position and an offense that's capable of tying it up by the half.
And we got an injury timeout. Nate Jackson kind of got rolled up underneath there, and Coach Jones walking over to make sure he's okay. Maybe the defense called timeout, but there was concern about Nate under the pile.
Well, there was concern about the head coach, wasn't there? June Jones and the horrific auto accident. Many of you may have read or seen the television reports about that. He believes he fell asleep at the wheel as he was headed to the airport early in a February morning, and the first officer that arrived radioed back that it would be a DOA and could not believe it when he found out that June Jones was even alive. Had his aorta severed, 100+ stitches, and amazing that the man is alive, leave alone back actively coaching, and says that you ask him how he feels. Well, I'm sore most of the time, in fact all of the time, But he said, I'm not complaining, am I?
He's miraculous that he's even here today and what he went through. And talking to him yesterday, getting off the airplane, he was really sore. He said that cabin pressure, it's a whole lot different than that air.
Yeah.
So one more thing that he's going to have to deal with is traveling back and forth from on those long plane flights.
Yeah, it's different if you're doing a Dallas-Houston flight, but you're talking Honolulu to Dallas, and they make 4 or 5 of those at least a year in the season, and then there's also recruiting, so he's really paying the price. But just good to see him healthy again. And the 2nd down and 7 on the ground. Another timeout by Hawaii. Of course, this all changes if SMU pops a long one and gets a first down. Then Mike Cavan starts calling the timeouts, and June Jones wants the clock running, so the chess match is on.
Well, the chess match is on as long as Hawaii is at least reasonably has a chance to stop them with 3 downs and make them punt, and they'll get the ball back with fair field position and a chance to make a big play, throwing the football down the field. They're going to continue on this track. That's a smart thing to do. You just play the percentages.
I want to remind you, we've got tons of football for you here today on Fox Sports Net. And then don't forget, it all concludes this evening with a wrap-up and the Southwest Sports Report. And the Astros pennant chase, what a wild way to end the regular season. The Texas OU weekend, or Sooner fans would tell you, we won last year, it should be OU Texas. And, of course, the college football Saturday wrap-up. It all comes your direction on the Southwest Sports Report right here and only here on Fox Sports Net, 10 p.m. Bill Land, Gary Reasons, and Kevin Eschenfelder with you here at Gerald Ford Stadium, where SMU holds on to a 10-3 lead. Following the timeout now, a 3rd and 3 on the 22. And SMU 1 of 3 in 3rd down conversions. And what do you think Mike Cavan's going to go with here?
Well, there's no doubt about it. He's going to put the ball on the ground and try to get him a first down. And if he, like you said, Bill, if he pops a big one, then the shoe's on the other foot, and he might make some play calls that go a little differently.
Page, they fumble the football, loose inside the 25, and Hawaii's recovered. Oh, my goodness. The Warriors get the fumble inside the 25-yard line.
Bill, looks like David Page is barking out the signals, and I'm not sure he was ready for the ball when it was snapped, and the ball just pops up through his hands on the center, brings it up. Watch it here. It's going to break right through his hands up to his chest, and he never had control of it. Quarterback has to put one hand up and one hand down. It looked like David Page's hands were split, and Hawaii recovers. That's Nate Jackson coming in, and the ball just pops up on him.
54 Chris Brown, I think, actually got possession. Nate Jackson right there with him as everybody's scrambling for it. And Brown came in with 28 tackles from that middle linebacker spot. Gets the big turnover for Hawaii. Can they take advantage of it? Last time they got 3 off after the block punt. Here's the first attempt from the 24. Rolovich going end zone, knocked away, and a great defensive play intended for Shannon Harris. And deep for SMU, Shane O'Neal batted away, the senior from Humble, Texas.
Well, that's the sprint out roll boot pass basically that this offense is going to run. Is going to come around. Quarterback's trying to throw the ball down, but watch right here underneath here. You're going to see Justin Colbert, number 18, who's wide open. He overthrows that, and quarterback takes a little heat as he throws the football. Good job of Shane O'Neal coming over and knocking that ball away.
2nd and 10, the ball at the 24. 1:05 to go. Hawaii with 1 timeout remaining. Rolovich. Intercepted. Rutledge at the 20. Cut back. 25. Rutledge. 35. Watch out. Rutledge. Breaking tackles at the 40. Oh my. Hold on. They do. Or Rutledge would have scored. Rutledge at the 33-yard line. What a play. 64 yards on the return. I guess he wanted to outdo Garrett's interception return. I think he did, Gary.
Well, what he does, he just settles back into coverage, trying to hit the flag pattern to the corner, but Rutledge just sinks from his corner spot. They're playing a zone coverage. Comes across the field. Watch the block on the outside by number 1, Kevin Garrett, who seals the corner right there so that he can get him to free space. And hey, watch this young man run. He thinks he's not going to stop. He's just going to go in there and just kind of move, shake and bake and go. That's a big play by the Mustang secondary.
Well, Rutledge was a running back in high school. He shows his prowess here returning it. And then SMU looking right away for Billy Ford. Incomplete. Nate Jackson was covering on the play, or actually coming after the quarterback that time. And It'll be 2nd down and 10 for SMU. And now remember, the SMU club's got all 3 of its timeouts remaining with 40 seconds to go.
Well, that's the thing they've got to remember. Don't have to go get it all at once here. Go ahead and use the clock, use your timeouts, take what the defense gives you. You don't have to throw the home run ball all the time. You got 3 down. You got to think here, 3 downs for a first down. At least you get the chains moving.
Yeah, you can run the draw. You can do some things here if you see something that you might think will pop. 2nd and 10. Page. Complete across the middle. Cunningham. He skips by one. Cunningham will score! Touchdown SMU! 33 yards on the play. Cunningham's 2nd touchdown of the day. Well, Bill, SMU will kick.
Bill, the Rocket takes off, does a good job of making people miss, and breaks the tackle by SVL and goes to the house for the score.
And on for the point after is Jacob Crowley. Snap good, hold is, kick is also good. And it's 16-17 to 3. What a wild finish. The first half isn't over yet. 28 seconds to go. Look at this.
Well, this play is going to come across the field and develop here. And quarterback Page delivers it downhill. And watch the running ability of Cunningham here. Stop and start. Good stop there. And then he breaks the tackle by SBL and takes it with his speed. Cunningham, the Rocket, does a nice job. It was all set up by this man, number 3, Jonas Rutledge, on his interception return. That's a big play. That's something this SMU team needs to do, and that is convert on interceptions and turnovers and turn into positive points. And look at the numbers for Chris Cunningham on the day.
Cunningham, all in the comment. Disappeared on that one, didn't he? As SMU up 17 to 3. And June Jones and the Warriors thinking, what's it going to take? We get a block punt inside the 25, only get 3, get a fumble recovery, exactly what they want, interception, and the interception returns have what killed them here.
Well, one thing that Hawaii is missing is their number 1 trigger man, and that's Timmy Chang. There's a difference out there with Nick Rolovich at the helm. Yep. He's a smart quarterback. He's been in the system for a couple of years. He knows what to do. But there is a little bit of an intangible that Timmy Chang has of his control and his composure of running that offense. And I think that it kind of, everything echoes downhill with Bill on a team that if your guy's not out there, you have to make some adjustments. And it's not easy to do sometimes.
That points off turnover stat, something we usually refer to in basketball, not in football. But here at SMU, it has certainly been the case. They're getting it in their favor today. Well, the high kick, nobody bringing down the ball carrier that time, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for the University of Hawaii following. Let's see where they're going to mark it. They're going to mark it at the 30-yard line. Kauka, the ball carrier, Jonathan Kauka, backup running back, was the receiver on that.
Put him on offense.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, you can't bring him down. You can't tackle him. You know.
8 couldn't tackle him. You may have found a fullback, June. Oh, wait a minute. This is the run and shoot.
Well, don't be surprised here if they just continue to try to make plays here. They got 21 seconds. Make a big play down the sideline and nothing else. Try to get you a field goal.
3-man rush coming up for the Mustangs. They own a 17-3 lead, and they snap it directly to the tailback, Bass. Bass goes to the 50 and steps out of bounds. Got the first down. 15 seconds to go.
That's a smart play by a young freshman. I tell you, a true freshman running there between the hashes and smartly moves to the outside and gets out of bounds, gets the first down. The clock stops and the chains are moving.
Officially SMU 49. The yard line has 15 seconds to go. Hawaii does have 1 timeout remaining. So if they can make that medium range pass, although Ayat has not shown much distance on the field goal ability. Let's see what happens here. Rolovich. Complete. Stutzman steps out. 10 seconds to go. He's at the 43-yard line. Moodley covering.
Well, Bill, for the field goal attempt, they probably need to get down to the 25-yard line to be in the field goal kicker's range. That'd be about a 42-yard field goal. So they're about 12 yards away from there, 13 yards away from that. Might make that 15 yards away of that yardage that they need to get.
Colbert goes wide left. Lee comes wide to the right side, trips left in fact, and 2nd and 5 now. The clock, the big thing. 10 seconds to go, 1 timeout remaining. Rolovich, Stutzman, and he does get out of bounds with 4 seconds to go, but he got to the 35. So you're talking 52-yard field goal attempt. Rutledge there to cover. Well, what do you got to lose? Do have a strong wind at your back. Here's Stutzman's work today, 5 for 47. Last year he caught 54 for 682 yards and caught 63 balls in his sophomore season. Honorable mention all conference each of those years. So Ayat, the 52-yarder is long enough but not good. So June Jones and the Warriors missing again on the field goal attempt. 1 of 3 on the day. And they go in trailing at the half, 17-3. The Mustangs excited, and let's send it down to Kevin Eschenfelder with Coach Cavan.
All right, thank you very much. The mistakes there again, but what can you say about this defense?
Well, defense has kept us in the ball game, got us where we are. Offensively, we still, I don't know what it is. You know, we've had 3 or 4 turnovers already, muffed a punt. So defense keeps playing. If we just keep the ball and not turn it over, I think we'll have a good chance to win the football game.
Limiting mistakes, is that the key in the second half?
Absolutely, no question about it. Eliminate mistakes and then keep playing the kind of defense we're playing.
Coach Cavan, good luck in the second
Thanks.
half. All right, Bill Land, 17-3 here at halftime. Send it back upstairs.
All right, thanks very much, Kevin. We'll keep you up to date at the half. What's going on around the WAC is June Jones getting another explanation from the officials before he heads to the locker room. 17-3, SMU the leader on Fox Sports Net.
Enjoy Pepsi, y'all. Condo! Hi. Joy, totally joy in the Pepsi there.
This track is missing something.
That's the flavor.
Count it all up, and you'll have a crystal clear picture of what we believe, who we are, and what we do. Our purpose, our focus, our passion. Celebrating 40 years of the Western Athletic Conference, where actions count.
SMU in Dallas. Success starts here.
How has NCAA football influenced your life?
NCAA football goes beyond the playing field. It prepares you for the game of life. It teaches you confidence. For me, NCAA football helped me to develop my skills, to ready myself for any situation.
NCAA football. Pass it on.
Not a cloud in the sky in Dallas, Texas, and so far it's been sunny skies for SMU as they lead it 17-3 here at halftime. Kevin Eschenfelder, welcome you back to Ford Stadium here in Dallas. Let's get you updated on what's happening tonight in the Western Athletic Conference. Actually, won't even go that far. How about an hour from now in Legion Field in Alabama, in Birmingham? UTEP, the Miners, take their 2-2 record on the road to take on the Alabama Crimson Tide. Of course, their head coach knows a little bit about playing in the Western Athletic Conference, or at least coaching in it. Dennis Francione, his TCU Horned Frogs won the WAC a year ago. Miners beginning a 9,300-mile road trip at Hawaii next week. Now, UTEP trying to snap a 4-game road losing streak. They're the most penalized team in the WAC. New Mexico State is at Tulsa, Skelly Stadium. The kickoff set for about an hour from now as TU has won 7 of the last 8 meetings between these two teams. Golden Hurricane trying to avenge a 42-28 loss last year in Las Cruces. The worthless stat of the game, TU has not lost a fumble this season. UNLV is at Nevada. Nevada looking for its 2nd win of the year. It's the battle for the Fremont Cannon. Bet you didn't know that. We try to inform here. Pac have won 5 of the last 6 in this series and 8 out of 10. Nevada 1-0 in the WAC. They beat Hawaii a couple of weeks ago. Freshman running back Chance Kretschmer leads the WAC. He's 14th in the nation, averaging 123 yards rushing per game. San Jose State, this is the WAC opener for them as they are at Louisiana Tech. Tech lost to Fresno State last week. Now, the Spartans play their 4th straight road game to start the season. They've lost 5 straight. They are last in all 4 defensive categories in the Western Athletic Conference. And Boise State and Rice, a battle of unbeatens in the conference. At least Boise State has won 2 straight after that 0-2 start. Rice's only loss all season long was at Lincoln to, of course, the Cornhuskers of Nebraska. They came from behind for that 3-point win last week at Honolulu. 2 offenses that are really clicking right now. Rice 13th in the nation, averaging 229 yards per game on the ground. And get this, not one single Owl running back or quarterback is in the top 10 in rushing in the Western Athletic Conference, while Boise State, they average 30 points per game. They can light up the football or the scoreboard, and that one going on later on tonight, 7 o'clock kickoff at Rice Stadium in Houston. Here in Dallas, it's 17-3. Time for us to take a quick break, but when we come back, send it back upstairs, Bill Land and Gary Reasons. Take a look at the first half highlights when we return in a moment.
Sportsmanship is about building character. It transcends whatever happens on the field.
It's a handshake, pat on the back.
Being humble, both in victory and in defeat.
NCAA football. Pass it on.
Dallas, Texas, get ready for the 2001 NCAA Division I Women's Soccer Championship. SMU will host the 2001 Women's College Cup December the 7th and 9th at Gerald J. Ford Stadium. For a ticket application, call 214-SMU-GAME or log on to ncaasoccer.net.
It's where academics count. It's where athletes count. It's where alumni count. Count it all up, and you'll have a crystal clear picture of what we believe, who we are, and what we do. Our purpose, our focus, our passion. Celebrating 40 years of the Western Athletic Conference, where actions count.
The fury of the NHL storms back. The Stars are ready to make another run for the Cup. McDonough leads an unstoppable force. Hatcher anchors a stifling heat. Drop the puck. Let the season begin. Stars hockey returns against the Hurricanes tomorrow at 12:30 on Fox Sports Net.
Introducing the best damn sports show, period.
Come on and feel the love for the guys.
Join Chris Rose, Tom Arnold, and a bunch of opinionated ex-jocks.
You got that right, brother.
As they take you places no other show dares to go. Sports comedy.
You are a sexy man. You look very good.
Commentary.
If it wasn't for him, baseball would be in the toilet right now.
Updated scores and highlights. What more could you want from a sports show?
I'm a fan, brother. That's more than an athlete.
The best damn sports show, period. Weeknights at 7:30 and 11:30 on Fox Sports Net.
Fox.
Welcome back. It's halftime at Gerald Ford Stadium on the campus of SMU here in Dallas. And so far, the hometown Mustangs, the leaders, 17-3. High Bill Land along with Gary Reasons. And certainly kind of a strange game, Gary, with SMU having some turnovers, but taking advantage of turnovers on the other end, and their defense has been stout again.
Well, the defense has stopped the Warriors pretty much cold in their tracks. The offense hasn't gotten on track. Tim Chang, the quarterback for Hawaii, is not here. Nick Rolovich has had to go there, and he's been under duress. They put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. They got Peterson here coming in for a sack. The secondary played very well. Coverage sacks abound here. Another one from the backside. So the SMU defense has played very well. On offense, David Page, the new quarterback, starting instead of Keelan Luker today, does a nice job of finding Cunningham on the throwback for the first touchdown of the game, getting his feet in there and doing a good job for it. And then here after a turnover for the Mustangs late in the second quarter, again the touchdown to Cunningham. He shows his elusiveness and a speed and ability to break the tackle. And the Mustangs are up in this ball game, thanks to great defensive play and also the execution by the offense.
Saw Rutledge in the celebration as he and Garrett have had the interception returns to set up those touchdowns. Now, there was a somewhat controversial play that Hawaii felt they had pass interference on SMU toward the latter stages of the first half, and we've got some comments from June Jones, who was mic'd, as he visited with the officials going off the field, and then we'll show you the play. Let's listen in, though.
Contact's made in the air. How can he be out of bounds?
When I was standing on the end line, I thought they were both on the end line, and when he took up, he hit him.
No, he was 2 or 3 yards inside when he jumped on the replay, okay? Contact's made in the air. It cannot be out of bounds. That's the way it happened.
Gotta love the mics on the coaches. We appreciate Coach Jones allowing us to do that.
Well, the coach has to lobby for his position. He's got to stick up for his players and feel like, hey, that was a wrong call, but it's just one of those judgment calls by the officials. He's making the best call that he can. He's at the back line. It just didn't go Hawaii's way.
All right, stick around. We'll be back with more, including the second half action. So far, it's SMU with the lead 17-3. Ponies on top here in Dallas.
A world-class university in the heart of the Pacific, the University of Hawaii at Manoa ranks among the nation's top public research universities, excelling in ocean and earth sciences, astronomy, and Asia and Pacific studies. It also has a top-notch athletic program. UH is committed to quality, diversity, and service. Excellent resources, dynamic faculty, high-caliber students. The University of Hawaii at Manoa.
It's where academics count. It's where athletes count. It's where alumni count. Count it all up, and you'll have a crystal clear picture of what we believe, who we are, and what we do. Our purpose, our focus, our passion. Celebrating 40 years of the Western Athletic Conference, where actions count.
SMU in Dallas. Success starts here.
It's a weekend of tough conference tests. The defending champs are poised for a repeat run when they battle Kansas. A Pac-10 heavyweight fights to get back on track. Oregon State faces Arizona. College football Saturday on Fox Sports Net, presented by Kyocera next week. The season wraps up with a clash of division rivals. A-Rod and the Rangers. Ichiro and the Mariners. Tomorrow at 3:30 on Fox Sports Net.
I'm Jim Rome. Next week on The Last Word, we'll bust out with another edition of our weekend wrap on Monday, and then we will be all over the start of the Major League Baseball postseason as well. The Last Word, weeknights at 11 on Fox Sports Net.
17-3, the SMU Mustangs leading the Hawaii Warriors on Fox Sports Net in WAC football today. SMU looking for its first win of the year. Hawaii at 1-2, and the Ponies up by 2 touchdowns, 17-3. Bill Land, Gary Reasons with you up top. Kevin Eschenfelder with you on the field. And that guy's been somewhat silent so far as Lilly has really been kept under wraps. Very impressed with SMU's defense.
Yeah, we talked about the secondary having to play well, and they've done so today. See the numbers on the first half. Good thing here is for Hawaii, they've only got 100 yards here. The defense has done a good job of taking that away.
And let's take it down now to Kevin Eschenfelder with head coach June Jones of Hawaii.
All right, thank you very much, Coach Jones. You've had some opportunities. It's a matter of executing in those special times in the second half.
Yeah, we just got to make some plays. You know, we're 2 plays away from tying the game up, and anybody can make those 2 plays. We have had our opportunities. They've capitalized on theirs. We haven't on ours.
Okay, Coach, the play at the end, where they're in this first half in the end zone, what did you see on that one?
The same thing you did.
Well said. Okay, thanks very much, Coach. All right. All right. Man, a few words, but they were important ones. Let's go back upstairs.
Well, Kevin, what did you see?
Well, we may have seen the play. We might not agree with his assessment of the play.
Oh, I tell you what, I like that. It's like we were saying here, though, Gary, that June Jones may not have won that battle, but you know, at least he's planted the seed in the official's head that, hey, I may not have gotten a fair deal on that. And keep that in mind throughout the second half. And we'll kind of keep an eye on that.
And those things tend to add up a little bit. You know, you got to get them when you can. And if he gets a call in the second half to go his way, you know, he's going to say, well, that was good time spent.
And he was telling us yesterday when we were visiting with him in practice that he said it's been one of those years where we've had critical calls that have gone against us. And he goes, you always find calls here and there, but he said they have really hurt us in particular games. And thinks his team could very well, not just because of officiating, but could very well be 3-0. The kick comes to SMU, and tackle at the 25-yard line. I believe it's Rutledge that came up with the football that time for the Ponies. And SMU will get possession to start the second half with a 17-3 lead.
I've been really impressed, Bill, with David Page at quarterback. He came in here. It's his first start of the year and had a really nice first half, real control of the offense. Good job of leading out there and escaping some pressure by the Hawaii defense. And looking for him to keep that up in the second half. Kalon Luker, who had started the first 3 ball games of the year for the Mustangs, is on the sideline and relegated to watching today.
Handoff, and Kincaid takes it to the 27, maybe 28-yard line. But prior to the game, Mike Cavan had mentioned that fully expected to play Luker, and LeBoy making the tackle that time. And he said it may be every other play, it may be a series, it may be every other quarter. He goes, we have to have production in the quarterback spot. He's gotten that today when they have needed it on the critical plays, and thus Luker still wearing the ball cap instead of the helmet. He's a sophomore from Stephenville, Texas. 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line for Page. Had 3 starts a year ago. In fact, one of them against Hawaii. And they keep it on the ground across to the 31-yard line. Last year, he's 15 of 24 for 130 yards against Hawaii and ran for a touchdown. Brown made the tackle. Luker so far this year, 45 of 96, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. And Mike Cavan said, you know, he'll make a great play, and then later he'll make a play or a mistake. And he goes, and it seems like the mistakes he's made have been critical ones, Gary. And you saw one of those with the NC State game.
Well, with David Page coming out here and playing today, Luker's just got to say, hey, coach, just let me play and let me keep playing. And he's not allowing him to do that today. But David Page has stepped up and answered the call.
Been ready. 3rd and 4. See what Page does here. Batted away as they try to throw it, and it'll go the other way. Intended for Taylor, I believe it was, and deflected by Correa.
Lanui Correa, the defensive end, they did a change up there, a little stunt. They bring the linebacker and drop the defensive end out. The quarterback's not really accounting for defensive ends in the pass route, and gets his hand up and knocks it away.
Well, remember, the first punt was blocked and led to a Hawaii field goal, and this one, Walter Scheid, no problem. And there's a fumble by Hawaii, and it's, oh, they fall back on it. SMU had Charles trying to pick it up and go in and score. Hawaii got a big break to get it back.
Barb and the Packers, Dunn and the Bucks. It's a Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader this week.
Hey! It's time you expected more from an insurance company. So call Progressive Auto Insurance, and we can give you our low price and the rates for up to 3 leading competitors.
We want you to save money, even if it's not with us.
Call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE now or visit Progressive.com. Compare rates and buy a policy instantly.
Okay, maybe we're not changing the world, but we are changing the way people buy car insurance.
Real savings, faster service. Call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE. Not what you'd expect from an insurance company.
I spent a lot of time out here thinking about a big, juicy Texas steak. And I'm sure not going to have it in the Outback. Saltgrass is this Texan's kind of steakhouse.
Saltgrass serves only certified Angus beef, char grilled over an open flame out front, rather than fried on a griddle out back.
Saltgrass gets my vote every time.
Saltgrass Steakhouse, Texas to the bone.
They say kids don't listen, but they do. They listen when you curse. They listen when you make a racial slur. They listen when you yell at them. Is this what you want them to hear? You can make the choice to be a better role model. Talk to your kids. They're listening.
17-3 SMU, and Hawaii very fortunate here after the fumbled punt to get the football back, Gary.
Well, Clifton Herbert almost overruns the football. He does actually, tries to come back and didn't see the ball in all the way. Then Shanderick Charles, number 2 for the Ponies, comes down and tries to make the recovery of it, but he just not able to pull it in, and returner does a nice job of getting back on the football.
And Hawaii will, with Mitchell, knocked out of bounds short of the 30-yard line. I'm sure coaches say, well, just fall on, but you can't really blame Charles. He realizes, I picked the ball up, I'm going to score a touchdown.
Well, he wasn't trying to pick it up, I don't think, Bill, as much as trying to pull it into him, but it was pulled away by the returner who was on the ground. It was a good heads-up play by him, but going after it and continuing on for the football.
Bischoff made the stop that time. Hawaii in the first half had Rolovich 15 of 27 for 114. The 2 interceptions. He ran 5 times for 6 yards. Leading rusher was Mitchell with 2 for 39. And Bass 11 carries, 36 yards. Here Rolovich on a 2nd and 4. Incomplete to Lally, and covering again was Kevin Garrett.
Well, the long stop route again. The quarterback is just stepping on timing there, throwing it out to Lally. Runs the corner back and comes back, and those are balls that Lally normally would grab.
So it'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Warriors.
And we talked about Kevin Garrett at the beginning of the ball game, and Coach Cabin wanted him to step up his game. He certainly has with the interception as well. And Jonas Rutledge on the other side, the other corners played very well in his interception on this game. So both corners have really answered the call today for the Mustangs.
Hawaii, 32% on 3rd down conversions on the year. They're 4 of 9 today. Here's 3rd and 4 from the 28. Rolovich, complete, 1st down Warriors. Got what they wanted that time as he drilled the ball to Lally, and Garrett makes the tackle as Ashley Lally, a junior from Honolulu, actually a walk-on. And Jones said, don't worry, he's got a scholarship, but he said, we may not keep him next year. The NFL likes him so much.
Oh, he's a big target, 6'3", and he pulls the ball in. You see Garrett trying to strip it out of there. Good job on the tackle, coming around trying to make it. But Lally goes down, gets the first down yardage, and pulls the ball in nicely.
They've kept him under wraps. He's got that great speed, and they have not allowed him to get... When he has gotten behind him, the ball's been underthrown. 1st and 10 from the 35. Speaking of overthrown, looking for Uso. Tafiti Uso, a senior from Honolulu, and he's got 1 reception on the year. And it'll be 2nd and 10. .12:31 to go, 3rd quarter. SMU led 10-0 at the end of the 1st quarter, and then a touchdown pass with 28 seconds to go in the half made it a 17-3 game as Ayat had a 22-yard field goal sandwiched in between. On the ground, Mitchell across the 40 to the 42-yard line for the Warriors.
Nice play by the offense, and it's a play where you get behind your big offensive guard, Manly Kanoa, number 76 on the left side. And you'll see him here. Watch me. He's 6'4", 320 pounds, coming around the corner and does a nice job of getting the pancake block. They count those pancake blocks for the Hawaii Warriors, and they have 33 pancakes on the year coming in here, that offensive line does. They're big, they're powerful, they're good pass blockers, and getting good production out of it.
Sounds like your breakfast menu today. 3rd and 3 at the 42. Rolovich complete with the flag as Garrett on the back of Lally.
Well, Garrett is kind of playing a little closer now to Lally on the outside. He was giving him a pretty good cushion to begin with, but I think he's got a little more confidence in his game and coming up a little closer to Lally in coverage and not giving as much cushion. But that time they're going to call him for jumping on the back of him a little bit early, and he's probably disagreeing with the call.
Garrett's got good speed also. He ran a 10.2 100 in high school, finished 2nd in the state here in Texas.
On the defense. Spot foul, automatic 1st down.
Let's watch how the two match up. Take a look at Rolovich to Lally. 1st and 10, Hawaii, 49-yard line of the Warriors. Penalties, 6 on Hawaii, 3 on SMU so far. And complete as Garrett makes the tackle on Stutzman at the 46-yard line.
That wasn't perfect footwork that time by Nick Rolovich. He was really off balance throwing the football, but you saw the arm strength that he has at the quarterback spot, throwing it about 25, 30 yards straight across the field and down low. And that ball had to be on a rope, or it might have had a chance for someone from the secondary to come up and knock it away.
2nd down and 5. The ball on the 46-yard line now as Hawaii trying to get something going offensively. They have been stymied today by this SMU defense. And Rolovich comes out of the pocket, cuts back with the toss and some room to roam for Lally. 25, 20. Carries a couple with him down to the 11-yard line. Ashley Lally.
Well, averaging 145 yards a game receiving coming into this game. That's 9 receptions a game. He's a go-to guy for this offense. You're going to get him the football as many times as you can. The quarterback's just going to wait for Lally to come all the way across the field. He's kind of settling down, and Rolovich just finds him, and then watch the blocks here. Good job that time by Stutzman, getting a little bump on one, and then Lally with his size just using the stiff arm for extra yardage.
Starting to get in sync. His 6th catch of the day. As Gary mentioned, he averages 9. He's got 72 yards on those 6 grabs. The handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell breaks a tackle to the 5. The big hit defensively by Kevin Aldridge actually drove him a yard closer to the goal line. And be shy of the 1st down. They need to get to just about the 1. So it looks like 2nd and 1 here.
Well, watch the turn here by Manawai. 65 and just turn the defender inside. There's 65, and he's big and strong and powerful, and just kind of swatted him with his left arm and allowed Mitchell to get inside of him. Kevin Aldridge comes up and makes a pretty good tackle short of the goal line.
2nd and 1, ball on the 2. Rolovich out of the shotgun. Mitchell hit once, bounces off, hit twice. He's in. Touchdown, Hawaii. Rutledge with the tackle, but through Mitchell. Talk about power. The 215-pound junior a load into the end zone.
Well, they run the exact same play that they ran before, Bill. They pulled the backside guard. That's Manawai. He comes around and gets his block in the backfield. But there were two that came through to get a clean shot on Mitchell. And Mitchell shows his power and his strength and gets the touchdown for the Warriors.
So Mitchell's 2-yard run makes it a 17-9 game. Ayotte for the point after. And this one is good. And Hawaii right back in the thick of it now. It is 17-10 SMU with a timeout here in Dallas.
Dallas, Texas, get ready for the 2001 NCAA Division I Women's Soccer Championships. SMU will host the 2001 Women's College Cup December the 7th and 9th at Gerald J. Ford Stadium. For a ticket application, call 214-SMU-GAME or log on to NCAAsoccer.net.
Introducing the best damn sports show, period. Comedy.
My answer is yes, and crunch back.
Commentary.
If it wasn't for him, baseball would be in the toilet right now.
Updated scores and highlights.
Lisa Guerrero is hot.
The show that takes you places no other dares to go. Join Chris Rose, Tom Arnold, and a bunch of opinionated ex-jocks. What more could you want from a sports show?
I think Porky Pig would agree.
The best damn sports show, period. Weeknights at 7:30 and 11:30 on Fox Sports Net.
It was the play that no one will ever forget.
It's one of the most vivid images in baseball history.
And for Bill Buckner, nothing would ever be the same.
This person was asking my husband if he had contemplated suicide.
It's not something that's going to go away. That bothers me.
Bill Buckner speaks out on a special Beyond the Glory tomorrow at 8 on Fox Sports Net. Fox.
Yeah, some of the Hawaii fans have made the long trek here to support the Warriors. It's 17-10 on the first touchdown of the day for Hawaii. Came from Mitchell, his third. Listen in.
Well, I tell you, you're going to watch Manawai come by and block, and then the contact here in the backfield on Mitchell. Just listen to this, folks. Rock'em sock'em football out there, Bill.
And rock'em sock'em is what Hawaii does to Briggs on the return as they stop SMU inside the 10, actually about the 6-yard line. And SMU will pull the first and 10, and now Hawaii really got a little advantage here.
Well, it's a momentum swing. You go ahead and get the score, then your kickoff coverage gets them inside the 10-yard line. They're going to be starting from their 7, so it's a big momentum swing here. If the defense for Hawaii can hold them in check, they're going to get the ball back with excellent field position.
From the 7, Ford in motion. And Briggs near the 10-yard line.
Pretty good play up front there by the defense of SMU.
Scoring drive, 9 plays, 78 yards. June Jones' team needed just 3:36 to get into the end zone on Mitchell's 2-yard run. His third touchdown of the year. June Jones calls the plays, watches them from the field, and said, hey, spent all my career down here on the field watching him. I see the game better from here than you do up top. Or at least that's the way he's used to seeing the game. Page, incomplete. Coming across the middle to Trent Hincher. And Nate Jackson breaks up the play. Hincher, sophomore out of Houston. Kincaid.
The ball was a little bit behind the receiver, but it could have been catchable football. But Nate Jackson comes up from the safety spot, does a nice job on the tackle. It's just a crossing route here. You got the tight end in front, you got a tight end behind, and Jackson makes a pretty good pop there. Yeah, it looks like the linebacker may have knocked it away a little bit.
Third down and 7 now for the Mustangs, and they're deep in their own territory at their own 10-yard line. Big play coming up for SMU. White showing blitz, backs off, complete, watch out, could go the distance. Freeman, 90 yards. Mustangs rock Hawaii with the 90-yard pass play. Freeman's first reception, 90 yards. Thank you very much.
Well, Johnny Freeman has the speed. Get him the football in the open area, he's going to make a big play of it. He's made a lot of big plays for this SMU program. They're well documented, and they haven't gotten him into the rhythm of the offense so far this season, but that's a good play to get him on track.
His fourth reception of the year. His longest had been 7 yards prior to that play. Johnny Freeman with a 90-yard pass play from Page, and Page has got 3 TD passes today. The first 2 to Cunningham, and the kick is good by Crowley. So Hawaii scores on its first possession. SMU answers back on a huge third down play from the Ponies' own 10. 90 yards later, Freeman skates into the end zone.
Johnny Freeman's going to have what we call a slim post. He gets inside the cornerback here. There's no safeties here. They're all crowding the line of scrimmage, trying to take care of the run. Quarterback delivers it on time. Good job of running the route inside and just running away from the secondary. Got more speed than the man who's covering him and takes it to the house. Now, Johnny Freeman is no stranger to making big plays. He's made quite a few of them here for this program over the years, and happy to get him back into the swing of things, Bill.
So, here's your scoring drive. Possession offense, right? As Johnny Freeman, 3 plays, 93 yards, 1 minute 14.
Well, that's how you change momentum really quick. The ball was down on the 7-yard line when they covered the kick, and SMU offense looked like they might be stymied on the third down play. They convert for a long one.
Yeah, and it was the last, 8-10 seconds of that drive that was the most important, obviously, as Johnny Freeman, a junior from Crosby, Texas, takes it the distance. Freeman last year had 32 receptions, 19 runs, scored 7 touchdowns, and in fact had 3 against the bat in a game we had here on Fox Sports Net. And the kickoff comes, floats out of bounds with the flag thrown. And Freeman got this crowd going as Walterscheid kicked it out, and Hawaii will come back with pretty good field position. After the penalty, will put it at the 35-yard line. And 1st and 10 there.
Well, the effect of Hawaii's score basically negated there by SMU taking it right back down the field with the score. So we still got a 14-point margin here, Bill, in the third quarter. Hawaii's just got to go back and get on track and do things offensively like they did on the last drive.
Yeah, there's certainly a team that is suited to make comebacks. It is Hawaii. And Rolovich got some time to throw. Just a little bit out of the reach as it goes off the hands of number 18, Justin Colbert.
Shannon Harris, number 85, is coming back to the huddle for the Warriors, telling his quarterback, hey, I'm open on the little curl-in route about 10 yards down the field. And nobody covered him, and that's one of the things that Rolovich is, he doesn't have the complete command of the offense, much like Timmy Chang does, and Timmy's going to find those open receivers most of the time. But didn't even make the trip, with a sprained wrist. He's expected to be out of their offensive set for at least a couple of weeks, and the June Jones will be happy when he gets him back out there.
Glad that it was not broken at first. That was the fear. 2nd down and 10 from the 35, and it is complete. Good job of hanging on that time, and now a flag is thrown here. And maybe a personal foul against SMU, I got a feeling. Boy, the Mustangs not needing to do anything like that. O'Neal was covering, but I think Bischoff might have gotten hit with the penalty.
Well, I think we're going to get a personal foul hitting after the whistle because the official had blown the play dead on his progress, but the receiver continued. They might pick this one up. No.
Mustang faithful.
Well, Shane O'Neal's going to make the tackle, and he's down, but now he's going to come in and
Bischoff.
Yeah, Bischoff. That's an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty there.
And helmet to helmet. On the defense. 15 yards, 1st down.
Boy, Mike Cavan really upset. You know, you got to tell this team at halftime, all right, we're up 17-3. We've turned it over 3 times, guys. Can you believe it? We finally have made turnovers on our side with the 2 interceptions, taking advantage of it. They have it. Let's go out, not do anything stupid here, nothing foolish. Here's Hawaii after a 90-yard TD pass from SMU. 1st and 10 on the 46. Ball batted away. Rolovich took quite a shot that time.
Yeah, Tevin Aldridge from his right defensive end spot does a nice job of coming through there and just pounding his way back to the quarterback. Rolovich throws the ball on his tip. But watch here as he comes through and just continues to fight and pops him pretty good. The ball's blocked at the line of scrimmage.
Aldridge got by Louis Fuata.
And Mitchell, the tailback, who comes over to chip on him, and it's a pretty good job of going through 2 guys.
Great effort by Aldridge. Sets up 2nd and 10 now for the Warriors. They're down 24-10. 7:51 to go, 3rd period. And the pass and the loose football. It was a completion, I believe, as Birdwell made the tackle on Uso. But Hawaii's recovered it.
You know, Bill, a lot of teams like to run that play. It's a wide receiver screen, but what they do is they come right back into the heat of the action. They're trying to split people out there in the blocking lanes, but if the people come from the inside out, you can get big hits like you had on that play, and almost a costly turnover for the Warriors.
3rd down and 9. The ball on the 45-yard line. Rolovich steps up, nearly over the line of scrimmage, got a man wide open, touchdown Hawaii! Comes right back to Tafiti Uso, and Hawaii gets 6 on a 45-yard pass play. Dorsey, the beaten defender that time. And all of a sudden, we've got an offensive show.
Well, it's just a 4-man rush here, Bill. They're going to bring one of the linebackers instead of a defensive lineman. It's a 3-man rush, but they bring one from the outside, and the quarterback does a nice job of avoiding the rush, and Tommy Dorsey gets his eyes in the backfield, looking at the quarterback, and lets his receiver get behind him.
Rolovich gets his first TD pass of the year, and Hawaii answers 24-16. Ayat kick off the mark, but got through the uprights. And it's 24-17. SMU still on top. Stay with us from Dallas.
With NCAA football, there's always a new beginning for everyone.
It's a chance to embrace new ideas, to meet new people from diverse backgrounds and form new friendships.
All right, here we go.
Come on, come on. Come learn. NCAA football. Pass it on.
It's where academics count. It's where athletes count. It's where alumni count. Count it all up, and you'll have a crystal clear picture of what we believe, who we are, and what we do. Our purpose, our focus, our passion. Celebrating 40 years of the Western Athletic Conference, where actions count.
A little sugar.
NFL This Morning. It's the pregame show that's not really a pregame show. Tomorrow at 9:30 on Fox Sports Net.
Hawaii answers with some lightning of its own. It's 24-17 SMU. And now Justin Ayat ready to kick it off. Deep for SMU is Rutledge and Jason Pipkins. Rutledge takes it on the bounce, and a horde of tacklers hit him at the 24-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 SMU there. Let's take another look at the Hawaii touchdown, Gary.
Well, it's actually what happens here is SMU's defense. They're in a cover 2 formation. They've got 2 deep safeties who are going to play half the field. And then you've got Jonas Rutledge playing a hard corner. And outside is your receiver. He's going to run off. We're going to look at it from another angle to see what happened. Dorsey, who's the free safety, steps up, and he doesn't have the deep coverage. The cornerback thinks he has help. But it's a good job that time by the quarterback at getting it out to Uso for the touchdown.
His first touchdown for Hawaii, a transfer from Stanford, making an impact here today. Page the other way. Speaking of which, drills a first down pass across the middle to the 40-yard line to Cody Cardwell, a junior from Toler, Texas. And that'll move the chains. So the offenses are loosening up. Millhouse made the tackle on the play.
Good job by the offensive line of giving their quarterback a little play action fake here, a chance to throw the football. He does on the crossing route, throws it out there to Cardwell, coming across into zone coverage. Nice positive play.
First and 10 at the 40 for SMU with a 24-17 lead. Clock moving. Inside 6.5 to go in the third period. Page again. Plenty of time. Now the coverage breaks down and he steps out, keeps the ball, and upended at the 46-yard line. And I mean upended by Alapa, as Kiani Alapa makes the tackle from his outside linebacker spot.
Page takes a pretty good pop there at the end of the play and coming to the sideline. They might need to call a timeout for him or put the other quarterback in.
There's Luker, who is strictly with the headset, not the helmet today.
Take a look here at the end of the play. You actually got a clip here. Freeman comes back, and he's the one that upends the quarterback.
Well, Page is a guy that has seen the world. His high school career spent mostly in Korea, where he threw for 10,000 yards and 92 touchdowns. Hands the ball off here, and Briggs to the 47. And Page's travels took him to University of California, never played there. Hines, Mississippi Junior College, where he threw for over 2,000 yards, and then here to SMU. Married, got a son, and is certainly a mature young man that is taking control today of the opportunity that's been given to him.
He's played pretty well. He really has. He's done a good job moving this offense.
There are times the offense has been real consistent, but he's come up with a big play today. The 3 touchdown passes. 2 to Cunningham and the other to Johnny Freeman on the 90-yarder last possession. 3rd and 2 here. Pass drilled and intercepted, and that's not what he was looking for, as Hawaii gets the turnover as Elamimian comes up with the interception. Elamimian, a freshman from Los Angeles out of Crenshaw High School, redshirted last year. He gets his first interception of the season, and now Hawaii
He's got the first start of his game, too. It's going to be a quick slant here. Watch him close the angle really quick there. Good job of getting there. The quarterback thinks the receiver's going to continue, but he doesn't. Elamimian's got good hands and good ability, and smartly going in where the big guys are to slide and let the offense get on the field.
Hawaii got 3 turnovers with great field position in the first half from SMU. Only got a field goal out of it. Let's see what they do here. Mitchell had a touchdown run earlier. First down run here. Forward progress stopped at the 30-yard line, and that's what he'll be given credit for and should move the chains.
Well, good draw play that time. The tailback has to find his way on this, and he takes it to the outside. The corner was one. Good job on the outside. Watch him here turn everybody back to the inside, and the tailback takes it around. Good job of locking up and blocking. Watch him lower his head. Brings it into Dorsey. Pretty good pop.
First and 10 at the 29 for Hawaii. Rolovich. And Shannon Harris finally moved. That almost looked globetrotterish. Everybody else perfectly still, and Harris took off. Nobody moving on either side except for Shannon Harris.
False start. Offense. 5 yards. Still first.
So it'll be 1st and 15 now as Jude Jones sees the ball move back 5 against his Warriors. Hawaii wanting the victory here today to get its first WAC win. They go home to host UTEP next week. SMU will be at San Jose State before UTEP comes calling here in 2 weeks. Bass takes the snap and got a couple. Going to be second long for sure as Mike Bass of Centennial High School in Corona, California. Tackled by Corey Riley. There's Bass and the work he's had today. Been averaging 5.2 a carry. So SMU's defense has certainly been up to the call so far. And
yeah, you run that guy in there between the tackles too much. Those big guys I talked about, he's going to take a beating. And Mr. Bass having to come out of the ball game.
They're going to do their own pancaking. I'm talking about the offensive lineman. 2nd and 14 from the 33. Rolovich knocked away and intercepted. Garrett already had one big return. Stepped out of bounds. Stepped out of bounds is Kevin Garrett. But the interception, well, there's a flag back at the 23 also.
Well, if there's contact down there, that this is going to negate the interception. Rolovich was hit as he's throwing the football, wasn't able to deliver it all the way, and Garrett steps up in front of it.
It is going to remain SMU football.
The flag is thrown at about the 23-yard line. Let's just kind of see what unfolds right in that area. See if we can see if there's any kind of contact. See, there's contact there down the field, and Garrett steps in front of him and knocks him off course, playing a zone coverage. He has to avoid. It's his responsibility to avoid the offensive receiver.
Holding an eligible receiver by the defense. 10 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
So turnovers and now penalties, critical ones, really hurting SMU.
Well, watch what happens to the quarterback here. He's trying to throw the football down the field all the way to the sideline, but he can't even step through it. But he takes a pretty good shot by Aldridge, who's coming from the backside.
Get a 1 in the box. Get a 1 in the box.
Hawaii goes from losing the football to getting it 1st and 10 on the 23. See if they take advantage of the break here that has been afforded to the Warriors. Rolovich.
No, they want a penalty on it, but they're not going to get it. Rolovich smartly throws it right at the feet of his tailback, who's trying to do a little roll play and turn the corner and win it, but
I think Mitchell was nearby.
Yeah,
Gary.
nothing downfield. Thurl Mitchell was right there, 24, and he throws the ball right at his feet.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 now. We were 17-3 at the half. Hawaii got a run from Mitchell for a score. Freeman a 90-yard pass reception for SMU. And Uso a 45-yard pass play for the Warriors. And now Rolovich on 2nd and 10. Deep in the goes to Lee, and he's going to lose about 3 or 4 yards on the play.
Well, they stayed with the play. It was a wide receiver screen that never did develop. The quarterback is trying to just continue to play, and the Lee is just getting out there, and Kevin Aldridge does a nice job of pursuing from the backside. This defense from SMU has done a pretty good job pursuing that quarterback today.
You wonder if the defense isn't getting a little tired here, as those receivers have really put some pressure on that secondary. They've answered today with Garrett and Aldridge, or Rutledge having interceptions, and Aldridge doing some fine work from his end spot. 3rd down and 13 now for Hawaii. Rolovich in trouble and brought down. A huge loss on the play as Rolovich brought down by SMU's Khalid Beard. On a Waxahachie, 6'1", 215-pound junior.
Good job by the defensive end of continuing up the field. Khalid Beard's going to come around the defensive left side and get into his face and just pull him down, just hog time, get his hands on him, and gotcha. That's a big play. It's a big loss. Takes him out of field goal range, Bill.
Khalid Beard with a huge play. And now, instead of sending on Ayotte for the field goal, as Gary mentioned, instead it'll be McBriar, the punt. He's had 2 today for an average of 37. That's about what he does on the year. The bad snap, in trouble, picks it up, and he'll be tackled there, and SMU will get great field position. Oh my. It almost looked if he could have picked it up cleanly. Not that he's going to run for the first down, but he certainly would have had a huge gain. And on the other hand, if he doesn't, SMU might have picked it up and scored.
Well, what a lot of teams do on this plus side of the field, they leave their defense on the field, and you see the snap bounce and hit him up in the chest, and he comes forward. He's trying to come forward, but there's the defensive guys. They know how to make plays out there. Hey, go ahead and ride him down. That's a big play. It's a poor snap. It's low, and McBride's trying to get the handle on it, but just never does. And then the wall just kind of breaks down on him.
And look at Corey Riley is the one that comes in to jump up on the saddle. Number 53, Riley. So, SMU first and 10 from its own 46. Page in trouble as Hawaii brings the heat. They're jumping all over him.
Well, straight man pressure that time. Little blitz. You got man coverage outside, all around, and they bring everybody they can.
Wright among the leaders there. Matt Wright, the junior from Oahu.
Well, you see the two guys coming in here. One of them is unblocked. They have to get rid of the ball. That's the quarterback's responsibility. Read the hot, get rid of the football. Otherwise, you're going to take a sack.
2nd and 13, ball on the 43. Final seconds of the third period. 37 seconds to go. SMU. Page, incomplete, intended for Hampton. Somebody may have gotten a hand on that also. SB out covering. Correa was pressuring the quarterback. Cunningham wide to the near side as David Page, his first start of the year, 3 touchdown passes today, faces a 3rd and 13. Here they come again, and Page running for his life, unloads and almost caught. Johnny Freeman, the intended receiver near the 50, would not have had the first down. Pressuring the quarterback, Chris Brown coming on from the linebacker spot, and also Matt Wright as they were bringing the heat.
Well, that was an excellent throw, though, by the quarterback on the move. David Page is going to be immediately confronted here by Brown, the linebacker coming through. He avoids him and sails the ball out there nicely. This ball could have been caught by Johnny Freeman, but he didn't bring it in.
Cliff Herbert is deep. He averages 13.7 on his punt returns coming in here. Herbert inside his own 20, and here's the bobble snap by Walter. Shot it in, it's blocked. It goes directly to Hawaii. The Warriors will take it in and score. Oh my goodness. What a turnaround. Bonaparte with the touchdown for Hawaii. And Elaminian with the block, and the Warriors are within 1 of tying.
A big sequence of events here. 2 times in the punting game. Both teams mishandle the snaps. You can see the result of them. Sometimes it goes your favor, sometimes it doesn't. And that was a big play that time for Hawaii. They're right back in this football game, Bill. Take a look here. The ball's right in his hands. It's an excellent snap. Just doesn't see it in. Walter Scheid's got to get that one and get rid of it.
And the kick is up and good. 24-24. The 14-point lead that SMU enjoyed at the half is no mas.
Well, I think that Mike Cabin's going to look at that play, and now instead of a score on defense, is now a score against your special teams. And take a look here. The ball is mishandled. He goes to get it, and then he's going to run and try to kick the ball away. And then from the left side, Elmimian, I take that back. That's Grant making the play on the ball. Does a nice job of that, and bounces right back to Hawaii, and they go in for the score, Bill.
And that makes it 24-23. The kick is good. And now, with 11 seconds to go in the third period, we start all over at 24. The kicking game has just turned into an absolute adventure for both sides now. Well, I guess it's only fitting. The 2 teams came in here, Gary, in the turnover category, both -4, 9th in the league. And even though it hadn't been all turnovers, we've had a lot of broken plays and mistakes here. And it's going to come down to who takes advantage of the most of them, I guess.
Bill, this game's kind of been unsettling even from the start with the clock not running right on the scoreboard, and just kind of been that way throughout the day. We've had good plays, and then we've had some not so good ones.
Mimian's block punt set it up for the return, and here's a return the other way for SMU as bringing the football is Rutledge out to the 26-yard line, and that's where SMU will operate with the ball game tied. Mimian made the tackle on the play, tied at 24.
Good sportsmanship is the result of being taught the right way to deal with life.
By your family, by your coaches, and by your team.
NCAA football prepared me for life in so many different ways.
We work together to accomplish our goals.
NCAA football. Pass it on.
Dallas, Texas, get ready for the 2001 NCAA Division I Women's Soccer Championship. SMU will host the 2001 Women's College Cup December the 7th and 9th at Gerald J. Ford Stadium. For a ticket application, call 214-SMU-GAME or log on to ncaaSoccer.net.
Get some help. Call Labor Ready at 1-800-24-LABOR or go to laborready.com. Labor Ready. We do dishes.
Subway's Jared is an inspiration.
We love Jared, the Subway's taste. Come and join us, it's not too late.
Try Subway's new delicious honey mustard turkey with cucumber with just 4 grams of fat.
Subway, eat fresh.
The Last Word, weeknights at 11 on Fox Sports Net.
Well, I'm a stockbroker. I love the challenge that the job presents. Family comes first for me. Anytime I can spend with my kids, that's precious time. We go to the Whataburger for lunch. It's a family restaurant. When I want something different, I go for the Southwest Water Chicken. My wife sort of turned me on to that. I enjoy it. The chicken is crisp, fresh lettuce, tomatoes, extra zingy sauce. It's very, very, very filling. They love Whataburger. They enjoy spending a little extra time with Dad.
Whataburger, just like you like it.
We're all even at 24 as we start the fourth quarter here in Dallas, SMU and Hawaii. Next on College Football Saturday, presented by Kyocera, USC will take on the 11th ranked Washington Huskies. It all begins next right here on Fox Sports Net. Pac-10, USC, and Washington. As we come back to the live action here, Chris Brown makes the tackle, and it'll be second down and 4. Keith Bonifa with the blocked, or the return of the blocked punt. And Bonifa with the touchdown. He's out of Oakland Skyline High School. You get plenty of congratulations, as that ball went directly to his midsection after the block that we believe Mimian made. Here's Page, keeping on the option. He's leaning for the first down and got to the 36-yard line.
2 plays there back-to-back. Down the line option play with your quarterback. And
there's your turnover story, Gary. 15 turnovers for 51 points and 6 defensive touchdowns.
Well, that's not in this game. That's on the season.
Yeah.
But that's still a big number even for a season. That's a career for a coach.
Oh, Mike Kavin thinking there's nothing funny about that, boys, as they measure here for the first down, and SMU gets it. After a wild third period, we entered 17-3 SMU, and we enter the fourth even at 24.
I'll have to let you sort that out, Bill. all I know is it's 24-24. It's a new football game to start the fourth quarter.
24 all as Hampton in motion. Briggs, huge hole, and rolls for first down yardage. And Hawaii saying they got the football. Somebody digging for it on the tackle as they got to the 48-yard line. And it is Warrior football. The turnover nightmare continues for the Mustangs.
Well, it looks like this is going to be a very nice play from the line of scrimmage for the Mustangs. Getting about a 12-yard gain. Chris Briggs comes through the line, untouched, basically on the right side. You're going to see him come over and down. They do a nice job, everybody blocking. You see Hampton come over and blocking outside. But watch here at the end of the play, they're going to knock the ball out. That's Nate Jackson, number 12, pulling it out. Just continue to pull him on the spin, and the ball comes out, and the Warriors fall on top of it.
Kevin Millhouse recovers. Jackson's the one that started it, and SMU has turned it over 7 times, and the game's tied. 1st and 10 the other way. Here's Mitchell as Bischoff makes the tackle. All right, what's been the key play of the game so far, Gary?
Don't ask me. I have not a clue. There's been a lot of key plays in this football game, and unfortunately, for SMU, they're continuing to turn the football over. The good news is they're still in this football game. There's a lot of time left, and Hawaii hasn't hit on all cylinders either today, Bill.
Well, this is one that obviously the losing coach is just going to go, oh my gosh, all the chances we had, and either coach is going to be saying that here today. Rolovich's pass is complete to Shannon Harris. He got hit inside the 45 of SMU. And D.D. Lee making the big tackle, redshirt freshman from Nacogdoches, Texas.
And having a chance to get in and play some linebacker. Vic Valoria, the middle linebackers, kind of been hobbled with an ankle, and really with this kind of an offense going against a passing style offense, sometimes you might want to get a little more speed on the field at that middle linebacker spot anyway, and Lee may be a step or two quicker than Valoria.
3rd and 6. Crowd telling the SMU defense to rise to the challenge. Ball on the 44 of the Ponies. Rolovich out of the shotgun. Lee, tell you what, fought off the defender and came back to make a really nice catch as Garrett was hugging him. And Lee gets the first down for the Warriors.
Well, Garrett wants a push-off call. He thinks that Lee came down and pushed off and turned back to the quarterback, and he may have a little bit of an argument there because the receivers, much like the defenders, are not allowed to touch him down the field. The receivers are not allowed to push off. But the separation caused on the play is probably the reason for the first down.
Look at all those numbers. And Page, of course, has gotten the yardage. He got 90 on one play to Freeman, thus a little bit more productive per reception. Rolovich hammered, got it off, knocked away in the end zone by Garrett on the lead.
Kevin Garrett has played a heck of a football game today. We talked about at the beginning of the telecast. He and Jonas Rutledge are going to have to play well, and especially Kevin Garrett. Mike Cavan told us earlier this week that he said this cornerback has to play well, and he's answered the call today, Bill. Going up and making a play on an excellent receiver, great speed at 4.25 540. Lee has, and Kevin Garrett shows him that, hey, I'm a gamer too.
And Rolovich, a great throw considering he got hit right in the mouth. And Garrett, who last year broke up 13 plays, or 13 passes, comes up with another huge play here. He's already got an interception today. Mitchell takes it to the 30, where he is brought down. And it'll be a 3rd down call coming up for June Jones Warriors.
Well, it's a key third down on the 30-yard line. Probably at the top end of their field goal range. If they had to kick it from here, it'd be about a 47-yarder. So they want to get a few more yards if they're going to go that route. But I'm sure that June Jones would much prefer to get the first down.
Mitchell, 9 carries for 81 yards today. He had come in 10 for 27, so he's had a nice running day. Patman made the tackle that time. And 3rd and 5 coming up for the Warriors. Mustangs bringing the blitz. Rolovich going deep to touchdown Hawaii. Ashley Lee. And a penalty may bring it back. Looks like a hold as Lee looking for a ruling.
Well, it's definitely going to be a holding call against the offense. And the Warriors, appeared to be like they were picking up the blitz properly, and quarterback delivers it out to Lee, who had gotten behind Garrett that time at the cornerback spot. But it's all going to be for naught as they bring it back here because of the penalty.
Hold on the offense. 10 yards from the previous spot. Replay third down.
Well, SMU was bringing at least one of the linebackers, and maybe that's why they didn't get to Rolovich, as they held him out here. But Lally, catch for naught.
Well, take a look here on the outside. You got Lally and Garrett going at it there. I'll tell you, those two Warriors are going at it all day long, and Garrett lets him get behind him. Great throw that time, deep and outside.
So Hawaii has the touchdown called back. It's 3rd and 15 from the 40 of SMU. Rolovich got them all out, and he falls down and then tries to ground it, and the flag will come out. SMU chasing after the football. It'll be intentional grounding against Rolovich, has just lost his balance. With the ponies coming after him, understandable.
Yeah, he's trying to make a play, and to his credit, he wants to get rid of that football, but this is not a very smart play. Going backwards on your own, no one is touching you. Basically just lose your balance and you're falling. You throw the ball down. This is the absolute worst penalty that an offense can have. Because not only is it loss of down, but it's a penalty at the spot. So they just continue to go backwards.
So they're on their own 45, where it is 4th and 20, 4th and 30. So they're going to have to punt the football, completely out of scoring position, as McBriar stands back on his 30. Don't go get anything to drink right now, and gets this punt off. Fair catch is called for and made at the 22-yard line. We're in the 4th quarter, 10:50 to go, and it is 24-all.
A world-class university in the heart of the Pacific, the University of Hawaii at Manoa ranks among the nation's top public research universities, excelling in ocean and earth sciences, astronomy, and Asia and Pacific studies. It also has a top-notch athletic program. UH is committed to quality, diversity, and service. Excellent resources, dynamic faculty, high-caliber students. The University of Hawaii at Manoa.
It's where academics count. It's where athletes count. It's where alumni count. Count it all up, and you'll have a crystal clear picture of what we believe, who we are, and what we do. Our purpose, our focus, our passion. Celebrating 40 years of the Western Athletic Conference, where actions count.
SMU in Dallas. Success starts here.
Welcome back. 24-24, 4th quarter action. 10:50 remaining in the football game. And Bill Land, along with Gary Reasons, Kevin Eschenfelder with you here at Ford Stadium in Dallas. SMU with the ball. And there's some numbers to look at. 325 total offense for Hawaii, 329 for SMU. SMU averaging 250 a game. Page will get a negative number tacked on that as Travis LeBoy, who had a huge first half, comes up with a great play there to start this series off.
Now the play action pass just took too long to develop, and LeBoy just continues back to the quarterback. Page is going to do his play fake here and wait for things to settle down and turn and go, but he doesn't have a chance to throw the football. Good job that time to continue to the quarterback by LeBoy.
2nd down, 19. Ball on the 13-yard line after the loss of 9 on the play. Quarterback hit hard again, but got it off. And Kincaid brings it out to the Pipkins to the 17-yard line or 16-yard line, where he is brought down by Jacob Espiau. But boy, Page took another hit.
Well, it's a free open to the outside, and that's a good job that time by him, just knocking him off. So Piso on the outside.
Yes, it is. Visa Tino Siomoa. junior from Vista, California, the WAC's leading tackler. Continuing to punish the quarterback. Now 3rd down and 16, ball on the 16. Page got time, got a completion, but short of the 1st down. As it stopped at the 31-yard line, needed to get just past the 33. Cunningham, the receiver, Espiau covering.
Well, they try to blitz here on the defense. You're going to see Nate Jackson come from the outside. They're going to continue to bring pressure on the quarterback. Normally this results in a short throw or a quick hot, but they've got a long way to go, so the receivers continue, and then he's going to find his man in the open area. That's Cunningham coming across, and just about a yard short of the 1st down.
Brings out the kickers again. Needs Adam Walderscheid. Last one was blocked and went directly into the arms of Keith Bonifay, and he scored. This one, the fans applaud as he gets it off, and the return for naught at the 29. They're going to mark it at the 30-yard line as Hawaii will operate there. Got a flag on the play? Nope, we're clean. So 8:32 remaining as Dorsey made the tackle on the play, and it'll be Hawaii with the football when we come back on Fox Sports Net.
352-5656 and find out how.
Dallas, Texas, get ready for the 2001 NCAA Division I Women's Soccer Championship. SMU will host the 2001 Women's College Cup December the 7th and 9th at Gerald J. Ford Stadium. For a ticket application, call 214-SMU-GAME or log on to ncaasoccer.net.
The Southwest Sports Report.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's the nightly newscast you've been waiting for.
This is the real deal.
30 minutes every night dedicated to scores, highlights, and interviews from your hometown teams.
We told you it was going to be good.
Your teams, your town, your show. The Southwest Sports Report, nightly at 10 on Fox Sports Net. Fox.
24 all, 8:32 to go here in the 4th quarter. More college football on the way as College Football Saturday presented by Kyocera has USC to take on the 11th ranked Washington Huskies. That'll be next right here on Fox Sports Net. We got a long way to go in this dandy though, with it even at 24. Mitchell sheds a tackler, pulls his way out of bounds at the 41-yard line of Hawaii, and the Warriors will get a 1st down there. Tommy Dorsey, senior from Fairfield, Texas, made the tackle on Mitchell. Both coaches told us that the WAC, other than Fresno, being a notch better than everyone else, and they're certainly not granting them the conference championship, but just week in and week out, I think they've proven that. So the rest of us, you can just throw us all together. I think today's game is proof of that.
That's right. These teams can compete against each other. You know, things go good in the football game, and you know anybody can beat you, and that's what each of these coaches know that in this WAC conference.
1st and 10 on the 41. Rolovich got some room to run. He will tuck it under. Slides near the 50. It'll be 2nd and short. Got around 8, it appears. And let's find out some of the injury news. Here's Kevin Eschenfelder.
Good news on the SMU defense right now. Shane O'Neal, he's the guy laying on the table, strained hamstring. Doubtful that he will return. And Khalid Beard, he's in the foreground, number 9. He appears to be having the same type of problem. So we'll get you more when we find out a little bit more here on the sideline, but they're dropping right now for the SMU defense.
Thank you, Kevin. The quarterbacks have been dropped a lot today, but have stayed on the field. These guys have both shown some toughness, and the total offense today very similar, and very similar how they've gotten it. Mitchell going for the sideline, edges forward for what would appear to be the first down, as Leroy Price, a sophomore in the secondary, makes the tackle.
Leroy does a nice job from his safety spot coming downhill. He's about 10 or 12 yards deep, and he sees the play developing. Really covers some ground to get Thurl Mitchell on the outside, who looks like he's had a pretty good day rushing the football. 11 carries, you see there, 95 yards. He and Bass are a pretty potent combination.
Mitchell, last year, 79 yards total on the ground. 27 to date coming in here today. Redshirted 98. So scout team members are freshmen, so really getting a great opportunity to show his stuff. 1st and 10 on the 47 of SMU for Hawaii. Direct snap right to Mitchell. Somehow comes out of that mass of humanity and spins for another yard or two before he is stopped by Aldridge and crew.
Well, it's a good chance here to get the offense on track, running the football and taking the pressure off of the quarterback, Rolovich, who's come in here. It's his first start of the year. Things haven't gone 100% his way today, but he's read the defense pretty well. June Jones knows that he doesn't have the complete command of the offense as Timmy Chang does, but he feels pretty confident in the young man's ability.
That rushing total you see the best for Hawaii this year. They average 61 a game, so they better than doubled that here today. Mitchell shows you again his ability to go inside as gets to the 38. You mentioned earlier, Bass trying to use him in similar situation. Mitchell's obviously got a lot more bulk and had more success with that game.
Yeah, well, this is a play they've run quite a bit here. Direct snap to the tailback, and he just finds his hole. You see the big tackle Fuata there doing a good job of coming inside and walling off. And this is a big offensive line for Hawaii. There's guys, they're 6'4", 320. Manly Kanoa. Then we talked about Manawai earlier. He's about 300 pounds, and Fuata's a big guy on the outside as well. So the heavy bodies from the offensive line can lean on this Mustang defense.
3rd and 1 for Hawaii at the 38. They give to Mitchell. As the clock starts ticking, and we're at 5:35 right now, with the score 24-24. First down for Hawaii. Restart the clock as soon as they get the change set. Kind of see June Jones and crew wondering, all right, we just take our time and get a touchdown here. We're in pretty good shape.
Well, yeah, they're just trying to wrap up here to get him short of the first down. Wasn't a whole lot of room there. Mitchell just trying to find and get it for the first down, and he gets it by about a half a foot, I think.
Patman and Dorsey making the stop for June Jones Club, 13 and 15 as the head coach at Hawaii, and this is 3rd year. 1st and 10 at the 37. Dumps it off. Harris, 30, 25, knocked down inside the 20 at the 19 by Jonas Rutledge.
Well, when you run the football on 4 consecutive plays, it makes the defense think you're going to run the ball. Watch the play call they have here. It's a fake draw. Then they're going to run a screen off of it to the left side of the field. Excellent play call. Look at the line here. Nobody's out there to make a play on him. Good job. The defense is set up well on the running plays, and Rutledge comes over and makes a pretty good open field tackle.
That's the 33rd rushing attempt for Hawaii. Their previous best this year was 28. So you can see how that pass play did work as it set them up. 1st and 10 from the 19, and Mitchell cuts back inside the 15 and stumbles down near the 10-yard line. And Hawaii has the offense clicking right now. Rutledge and others in on the tackle there.
Thurl Mitchell does a nice job here. Watch the guard come around Manawai and just seal to the outside. He just turns the defensive end. For a big guy with his size, 6'3", 295 pounds, coming around that corner and able to seal the defensive end to the inside, that's a heck of a play. He swats him. He's so strong with his outside arm. He swats him with his left arm and turns him in.
Warriors won the lead. Harris in motion back and forth. Back to Mitchell. Good pursuit to the ball, and nice job by the defensive front that time as Post was in on the play. Number 95, Chris, a senior from Snyder, Texas. And Mitchell getting a couple. It is now going to be 3rd down, and let's see where they mark it here.
Now they may measure this, Bill. They're right there at the sticks.
got a better spot than I thought as far as where his forward progress was stopped. Going to be short of the first down, but you see there, but not much at all.
Daryl Mitchell's getting a lot of the load here. I think that Bass went out. He might have got banged up a little bit running one of those draw plays inside. He's the 165 or 70 pounder. We're talking about the number 1, who's their freshman tailback who started the game. But Daryl Mitchell has come in and done a nice job. He's a pounder. He's a bigger guy and got good speed as well.
Yeah, he's a legitimate 50 pounds heavier than Bass. Totally different type of runner, but he's suiting him well for this situation of the game. 3rd down and less than a yard. The ball at the 9-yard line. Hawaii just keeping it, and forward motion alone ought to take care of it as Rolovich.
Well, they called the play dead, but I'm not sure that Rolovich actually ever got his knee down or his momentum was stopped. He continued inside the 5-yard line, but I think they're going to give him the first down anyway on his forward progress. Just a quarterback sneak on the right side here. Let's take a look at him. Watch Rolovich here. Does he actually ever go down? He just rolls. It's hard to tell.
Used that hand to try to spring him.
He's still going.
To pivot and kept his balance.
If your rear is on a guy who's on the knee on the ground, does that count you down?
1st and goal from the 8. Mitchell to the 5. Mitchell dives and he breaks the plane. Touchdown, Hawaii. The Warriors, coming from behind, have taken the lead.
Well, Vince Manawai is reason to celebrate. He comes around and seals again. The outside blocking there. They cannot stop this play. SMU has had trouble with it all day. The momentum starts one way. Manawai comes around and seals. And on this play, the outside wide receiver does a nice job of kicking him out, and Thero Mitchell takes it to the house.
30-24. Here's the all-important point after by Ayat. Good snap, and the kick is good as well. So it's 31-24. Hawaii, the leader for the first time this afternoon. We still have 3:08 to go.
Barb and the Packers, Dunn and the Bucks. It's a Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader this week.
They are among the finest in their specialties. Their patients are referred to them from all over the world. They have a wealth of experience and compassion. And when you need them, they're there. At Diagnostic Clinic of Houston, they have the resources and the technology to find answers to your health concerns. They are an impressive team of specialists to whom you can refer anyone. Diagnostic Clinic of Houston. Refer someone you love.
Well, I'm a stockbroker. I love the challenge that the job presents. Family comes first for me. Anytime I can spend with my kids, that's precious time. We go to the Whataburger for lunch. It's a family restaurant. When I want something different, I go for the Southwest water chicken. My wife sort of turned me on to that. I enjoy it. The chicken is crisp, the fresh lettuce, tomatoes, extra zingy sauce. It's very, very, very filling. They love Whataburger. They enjoy spending a little extra time with Dad.
Whataburger, just like you like it.
You know what being a man is all about? It's not about being tough. It's not about guns. It's not about kicking butt. It's about being a good son. It's about being a good father. It's about taking care of your family. It's about being respected for who you are and not who you can beat up.
31-24 Hawaii as Thero Mitchell leads a time-consuming 70-yard drive with a touchdown.
Well, watch 65 Vince Manawai come around and seal again. Then you got the block up here to the outside, the receivers, and then Thero Mitchell takes it inside for the score, diving to the end zone.
And watch out, here comes Rutledge on the kickoff return. Jonas Rutledge will go the distance. There are no flags. Touchdown SMU.
Well, when you're going to run one back, this is a perfect time to do it. The offense scores, you're deflated, you need to make a big play, and Jonas Rutledge breaks through. Nobody makes the tackle. Jonas Rutledge, who's played an excellent game at the cornerback position, now returns one for a touchdown for the Ponies, and they're right back in this football game, Bill.
Unbelievable. Gotta love this. This one may never end. It's 31-30. Here's the point after. Count it. The Ponies hit as Jacob Crowley ties it up. SMU has had a 92-yard kickoff return, a 90-yard pass play for a touchdown. We've had a blocked punt return for a touchdown today. We have literally seen it all. No, we haven't. We got 2:50 to go. There's 31-31 on the scoreboard.
Well, there's a lot of superlatives to talk about. I don't want SMU's defense. Their secondary has done a pretty remarkable job against this Hawaii offense. They just keep coming at them, Hawaii does, and finding ways to score. And now here you make a big play on the special teams for SMU. Mike Cavan's got to be elated about that for his team. Take a look here at the wide angle of the field and see the hole open up. He just comes right inside. There's one guy knocks him off, and there he goes. Just goes through a gap. Everybody kind of had a hat on hat and just outruns the rest of them.
You know, Gary, not that SMU's complaining, of course, is they're back in the game again. But this SMU defense was just on the field for over 5 clock minutes, game minutes, and gave up 70 yards, 11 plays. And just like that, the game is tied. But now that defense, no time to talk to the coaches really about, all right, what are they doing to us? They're going to go right back out there and be interested to see how they respond.
Well, plenty of time for Hawaii to come back and move the ball down the field. I would expect them to kind of go with the core plays that they've run well today.
Chris Cunningham, the last SMU player to return a kickoff for a touchdown. That was in '99. Now we go the other direction with the University of Hawaii. And who else but Mitchell is carrying the football on the kick return. And Hawaii will get it as Charles made the tackle that time for SMU. So it's the Warriors' ball, 2:40 remaining after the 23-yard return. They'll have it 1st and 10 on their own 32-yard line.
Well, pretty good field position to go with here. Enough time to go. Still got all of their timeouts left. 3 timeouts in this half.
What a terrific game.
This is
artistic? No. I mean, there's been all kinds of mistakes, but from a fan standpoint, you couldn't ask for any more fun at the ballpark. 1st and 10 at the 32. Rolovich, plenty of time and finds a man. Harris complete for the first down at the 46-yard line. That'll move the chains as Dorsey makes the tackle. And Hawaii, just like that, near midfield.
Well, SMU wants to blitz on this play, and they do. And Coach Jones told us yesterday, Bill, that they work on their blitz pickup all the time, and they picked it up very well that time. Quarterback had enough time to throw the football, and Shannon Harris continued to work to get open.
1st and 10 at the 47 officially. Mitchell slugs his way to midfield. He is stopped at the 50-yard line. Both teams have all their timeouts remaining. June Jones with his 3. Chris Post made the tackle that time on Mitchell. Mitchell, who's having a career day and the first 100-yard rusher against SMU this year. He is at 125 yards on the day and 18 carries with a pair of scores. 142 and counting. Long count. Rolovich unloads to Harris. Out of bounds? Yeah, made the right decision there as he got the first down as well. Stops the clock with 1:32 remaining. Price was covering for SMU.
Well, this is a blitz here. It's blitz from the outside, and Harris just reads it out. He sees inside. Somebody's going inside, and then quarterback delivers on timing outside. That's how it's drawn up on the board. When you have blitz, quarterback has to read it, and he delivers it on timing, and excellent play.
1st and 10 at the 43. 1:32 to go. Rolovich, plenty of time, and is complete. Yes, inside the 25-yard line, Ashley Lally. Dorsey covering. What a grab by Lally to stay inbounds.
Well, it's a 2-deep zone coverage. You got the safety sitting there, and what Lally does is work to the sideline to get down. Is he inbounds? Well, I tell you, his knee is real close to the green or the white area. It's hard to call. The line judge is right there, got a great vision on the play, and he calls it a completion.
SMU sideline had their own view, as you could imagine, and you would expect. 1st and 10 at the 23 of the Ponies. 1:19 to go. Hawaii marching away. The direct snap. SMU says nothing doing as Mitchell. A loss on the play, and Hawaii may want to use a timeout here. We'll see. June Jones quickly steps on the field, makes the play call as Valoria made the tackle. No timeout. They better hustle. Using a lot of clock right here. 2nd and 10 from the 29. Of course, they are in field goal range, but really not from what Ayotte has proven so far. Mitchell in trouble again, and they will call timeout here. Big hit by SMU as Garrett leads the charge. And with 33 seconds to go, I think Hawaii might have made a critical mistake in not taking the timeout there.
Well, they've got plenty of time on the clock and enough timeouts, though, Bill. But the key here is being able to convert, if you have to, the field goal, and we might be outside of Ayotte's range.
Timeout called. Stay with us for the conclusion, or will we have OT? It's tied at 31.
Dallas, Texas, get ready for the 2001 NCAA Division I Women's Soccer Championship. SMU will host the 2001 Women's College Cup December the 7th and 9th at Gerald J. Ford Stadium. For a ticket application, call 214-SMU-GAME or log on to ncaasoccer.net.
Introducing the best damn sports show, period.
Come on and feel the love for the guys.
Join Chris Rose, Tom Arnold, and a bunch of opinionated ex-jocks.
You got that right, brother.
As they take you places no other show dares to go. Sports comedy.
You are a sexy man. You look very good.
Commentary.
If it wasn't for him, baseball would be in the toilet right now.
Updated scores and highlights. What more could you want from a sports show?
I'm a fan, brother. That's more than an athlete.
The best damn sports show, period. Weeknights at 7:30 and 11:30 on Fox Sports Net.
31 all, 33 seconds to go. Stay with us. Next on College Football Saturday, presented by Kyocera's USC and number 11 Washington from the Pac-10 right here on Fox Sports Net. We're not through yet here. Hawaii has 2 timeouts remaining, 3rd and 16. And June Jones is all the way out on the hash mark of the field. The ball sits on the 30-yard line. Rolovich today is 28 of 47 for 282 yards. Last time SMU opponent threw for 300. Tim Chang, Hawaii, last year. Hawaii won that game 30-15 in Honolulu. SMU trying to hang on defensively and force an overtime. Hawaii 3rd and 16 at the 30. The fake to Mitchell. Rolovich the keeper. Now he comes back in trouble. Got hit by his own man. And lost maybe a half a yard on the play. Another timeout.
Well, Bill, I absolutely do not know what that play was designed to do. If it was going to be a quarterback down the line option so that your quarterback can run the football to make a play, I really don't know what Coach Jones is trying to accomplish here. It's a fake draw inside and going to run the quarterback around the corner. Maybe it's a naked bootleg concept, but I don't know. I think I'd like my chances of this quarterback throwing the football rather than trying to run it.
Yeah, I think it's a naked boot, and I think Rolovich then made the poor decision when they got to the corner and he was only going to get, what, maybe 3 or 4. It was like, okay, I'm going to try to make something happen, where I think then you should have go ahead and take your losses and call another timeout, don't you?
Yeah, that could have been the chance here. And also on clock management, if you're going to go for the field goal, why call the timeout? Go ahead and let it run down, force SMU to burn one of their timeouts.
4th down and 16. As Ayotte is on, and 1 for 4. Of course, he missed the 53-yarder. He hit the 22-yarder. He missed another 52 and a 37-yarder. And Ayotte's longest make on the year is the 37. He missed earlier this season. He came in 4 of 6. He'd missed 42 and 21-yarders. So Ayotte steps up this time.
Now SMU calls a timeout.
Yep, let him think about it some. As the Mustangs call the timeout here.
Bill, if there's any breeze, it is at his back, coming off of left or right across the field as you look at it on the field from the television perspective. Going to help him with the wind, if anything. I don't know that the distance is that far. He just hasn't been as accurate as you would like.
You know, it's almost like maybe Hawaii was thinking, all right, if we even get 7-8 yards on that play, I mean, they're now the 30. For the 23, you're talking a 40-yard field goal. But it's almost like Rolovich got to the corner and went, uh-oh, maybe I should go get field position so we can cut down the angle on the field goal attempt. And by that time, it was like a jailbreak, and they were all over it.
It's a strange-looking play.
But hit the field goal here, and everybody will go home happy for the Warriors, assuming SMU doesn't do something with it. Any possibility of a fake here?
I don't think they're going to go for a fake. The young man's capable of kicking the distance. Whether he's going to get it between the bars, that's the question.
All right, so Ayotte will come on with a 47-yard field goal attempt. Holding is Jared Flint, a backup quarterback. This kick is up, and it is no good. No good. We stay tied. 17 seconds to go. SMU has the ball. 2 timeouts remaining. Wake up, folks. It doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah, we've had a whole lot of football here today, and I know to these coaches, they'd like to see a little more consistency so that they can shut teams down. The big plays we've had in the game, kickoff returns, punts returned for touchdowns, the passing game, the running game, everything that's kind of happened here for us today. But one thing about this game that hasn't been bad is that's the penalties. The penalties haven't. Now, one penalty did call back a touchdown, but hasn't been a whole lot of those out there.
And SMU is going to just say, all right, we'll carry over to the overtime.
I disagree with this.
I do too.
I think you've got a chance to get at least 25 yards with 5 seconds to go and get out of bounds and kick a field goal. I don't know why you do this. Now you're giving Hawaii an opportunity to win when you had control of it at the end of the game.
You basically have, to me, some free plays to try to pull something off here. You don't know if you're going to win the coin flip here and whether you're going to get the ball first or not in the overtime. I agree. I think you take away what little advantage you might have had and we're going to roll it into the OT. Now, Mike Cabin might be thinking, you know what, this thing has been so hectic here at the end, I just want some time to visit with everybody and pull them together. Here are the overtime rules. Coin toss, each team with a possession, the opponent's 25-yard line. And the team that scores first must hold the opponent scoreless. And we'll take a break. We'll come back, set you up for the extra session here in Dallas.
What can I get you guys?
I'll have the Spanish omelet and some hash browns.
I'll come back.
NFL This Morning. It's the pregame show that's not really a pregame show. Tomorrow at 9:30 on Fox Sports Net.
It's a weekend of tough conference tests. The defending champs are poised for a repeat run when they battle Kansas. A Pac-10 heavyweight fights to get back on track. Oregon State faces Arizona. College football Saturday on Fox Sports Net, presented by Kyocera next week.
Whoa, Gilbert, no Super Bowl since '98.
You've got to get hungry again.
Put down the cake, Gilbert.
Hey, don't even think about it, Brown.
It's a Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader this week.
Introducing the best damn sports show, period. Comedy.
My answer is yes, and crutch back.
Commentary.
If it wasn't for him, baseball would be in the toilet right now.
Updated scores and highlights.
Lisa Guerrero is hot.
The show that takes you places no other dares to go. Join Chris Rose, Tom Arnold, and a bunch of opinionated ex-jocks. What more could you want from a sports show?
I think Porky Pig would agree.
The best damn sports show, period. Weeknights at 7:30 and 11:30 on Fox Sports Net.
The Southwest Sports Report.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's the nightly newscast you've been waiting for.
This is the real deal.
30 minutes every night dedicated to scores, highlights, and interviews from your hometown teams.
We told you it was going to be good.
Your teams, your town, your show. The Southwest Sports Report, nightly at 10 on Fox Sports Net.
The fury of the NHL storms back. The Stars are ready to make another run for the Cup. O'Donnell leads an unstoppable force. Hatcher anchors a stifling heat. Drop the puck. Let the season begin. Stars hockey returns against the Hurricanes tomorrow at 12:30 on Fox Sports Net.
Welcome back. We move to overtime after the end of regulation, tied at 31 as Hawaii and SMU, a wild one here in Dallas that SMU led at the half 17-3, and Hawaii came back, actually took the lead at 31-24 with 3:08 to go, and then Jonas Rutledge 92-yard kickoff return evened it at 31. And here it is again before we start the overtime. This is what tied the game.
Well, just a tremendous play here by Jonas Rutledge, who takes it down back around his 8-yard line, goes right in the heart of the return, and Powell gets hit, but then nobody touches him for the rest of the run.
And Rutledge goes the distance. Then Hawaii came back and missed on a field goal attempt from 47 yards with 23 seconds to go, I believe it was, that would have won the game. SMU decided to just go ahead and down the football and go to the overtime. Hawaii will have possession first at the 25-yard line. Regardless if they score, SMU will get an opportunity. In trouble, Rolovich. A flag is thrown. Rolovich getting a block and scrambles out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Well, this is normal football rules in this period, Bill. All they need to do is get one first down, and then they can get a second first down, actually, to go. But this might be a real big penalty. When you have a holding call in an overtime period, it forces you back another 10 yards, so you're going to be at your 35-yard line starting. And okay, that's a tough thing for a team here in this overtime.
Yeah, the overtime, of course, at the 25-yard line.
On the offense.
Tripping.
15 yards from the previous spot. Replay
Wow,
first down.
that's even a bigger one.
If you miss on 3 passes, you at least have a 42-yard field goal attempt from the 20, with the line of scrimmage being the 25.
Well, now
in this case, now you're out of field goal range.
Well, this is why SMU, they won the coin toss, and they chose to be on defense on first, so that you know what you have to do when you get out there offensively. So they can, if they stop them here and don't even allow them a field goal, they can play real conservative offensively and just kick a field goal to conceivably win.
Coin flip is certainly important here, where you, as you mentioned, know exactly what you have to do when you get the ball. All right. First to 25, and there he is again, Kevin Garrett. And an interception today, has really had a great battle going on with Ashley Lally.
Mike Cavan told us that he has the talent to be a great cornerback, and he showed it today. He stepped up his game tremendously, done a great job on the outside on covering Ashley Lally, who was the #1 receiver in the WAC and second in the nation at 140-something yards a game. Just a great job by both corners in this game for SMU.
See Hawaii, last overtime in '99. The great bowl season when they went 9-4 to the win over Fresno State. And the WAC title, SMU back to '98. Second and 25. Up the middle, back to near the original line of scrimmage as the ball is complete at the 26-yard line. And that is Stutzman, the receiver, Uso, who also has a touchdown today. Dorsey made the tackle. Yeah, how can we forget Uso's 45-yard pass reception from Rolovich? That made the game 24-17.
Well, that was a good play call. You got about 14 back on that. You didn't have to get the home run and get it all. You could use a couple of plays to get it. But this is a key third down here.
3rd and 11, the ball on the 26. And again, remember, they want to at least come up with something that's a makeable field goal. 3rd and 11, Rolovich. Got plenty of time. Got a man, Lally, inside the 5. He'll have a 1st and goal to go.
Well, Lally working on Garrett on the outside, and Garrett knows, hey, I allowed him to take the inside on me that time, and his speed's going to run away from you. Lally's going to work up and come out inside on Garrett. Garrett, you see the cushion he's got that's about 7 yards. Probably a little bit too much. He's thinking corner, but no, lets him go inside. Good job of delivery that time by Rolovich. The big play to the 5-yard line.
1st and goal to the 4-yard line, and Hawaii sends Uso wide left, Lally widest to the right. Mitchell's in the backfield with Rolovich out of the shotgun. Mitchell, nothing there, finally goes straight forward like a battering ram and may have lost, did lose some of the play. It'll be at the 6-yard line where Leroy Price met him first. Post was also there.
Well, this offense kind of slows down a little bit in this red area zone, Bill, because they don't use tight ends. They have the wide receivers out there continually, and it's a one-back offense. So the throwing lanes, they're shorter. The distance you can throw down the field is minimized. You can really gang up inside on the run and tighten up your coverage outside.
Hawaii, 18 second half and overtime 1st downs to SMU's 3. What a comeback by the Warriors, but faced with a 2nd and goal from the 6. Rolovich looking, got a man wide open. Does he see him? Yes! Touchdown! And again, it's the senior Tafiti Uso. And Rutledge was covering on the play. Uso with the overtime touchdown on a 6-yarder. And now Hawaii with a point after. And look at Rolovich over the 300-yard mark to match what Chang did last year. Ayon for the point after. Up, and it is good. So SMU must get the touchdown on its possession here, or Hawaii will have the overtime victory.
Well, Rolovich does a nice job here of rolling, but the offensive line, look at the time that he gets to throw the football. Nobody's in his face, and then you see Uso coming across, and he's just waiting for him to get to the open area. Good delivery. He was covered that time by Rutledge, who got picked off a little bit on the play. He just run to the far back corner of the end zone. Tell you, when you were backed up to the 40-yard line, Bill, to get down there and score a touchdown, that shows you the explosiveness that Hawaii offense has.
38-31. SMU takes over now. Right up the middle, and this one is not complete. Incomplete inside the 15.
And Cunningham had the ball delivered to him right on time, Bill. Just went through his mitts and fell to the ground. Would have been a great play down to the 10-yard line.
Jackson covering that time as Cunningham, the intended receiver. And he's got a couple of TDs today as well.
And look at the protection of the hole and the vision that the quarterback has. He delivers the ball. It's just not caught by the receiver.
2nd down and 10 from the 25 for the Ponies. Have to have a touchdown to extend to another overtime. Page. Complete inside the 6-yard line and out of bounds. Billy Ford, a sensational grab as Espiau was covering on the play.
Billy Ford, the tall receiver, 6'2", on the outside, just going to run a flag route. Quarterback throws it out there to him, outside, jumps, and makes a pretty good grab.
Tell me this doesn't beat ties.
Well, this brings excitement to college football. People want it to end in a decision, and that's really what the ultimate goal is here of a tiebreaker situation, because how do you equate a tie when you go to polls and bids and different things?
Look at the two teams that leave here today. SMU leaves here 0-3-1. They're just disgusted, right? Hawaii comes all the way over here from Honolulu and goes home 1-3. They're going, wait a minute. Let's get something out of this. And you're going to be aggravated regardless. Tie or lose. Give somebody a chance to go home happy. 1st and goal from the 5. Page. Lob to the end zone. Ford and knocked away. Incomplete. And again, Espiau covering on the play.
That was a nice play by Espiau, the safety over the top. Gets in front of Billy Ford that time and knocks the ball away. They're going to run to the outside and throw it up there, but Espiau just recovers, goes up and gets his hand into the face in the ball catching area and knocks it away.
Espiau, 2nd team all-conference pick last year. Throwing his stuff there, and a timeout is called by SMU. And understand that although there's no clock in overtime, there is a play clock. So Mike Cavan, obviously realizing that got to have the touchdown to extend to another overtime, wants to think this one over. And you do not get to carry your timeouts over that they had in regulation. So they are each granted 1 timeout in overtime, and they have just used theirs. We'll be joining Pac-10 football coming up next on College Football Saturday, brought to you by Kyocera. It'll be USC and the Washington Huskies, all here on Fox Sports Net. Number 11 Washington and the Trojans of Southern Cal. Next up for these two teams, SMU to the road to meet San Jose State next week. Hawaii back home in Honolulu, Aloha Stadium. They will host the UTEP Miners. Miners playing Alabama today. 2nd and goal from the 5 in overtime. SMU trailing 38-31 to Hawaii. And Page looking for Ford again and had to release as they were in his face as Millhouse was covering on the play. Page 11 of 23 for 256 yards, 3 TDs, 1 INT.
Well, the blitz here by Piso Tino Samoa does a nice job of getting into the quarterback's face, makes him throw it off timing, brings up a big 3rd down and 5 at the goal line, Bill.
Yeah, he made that play not happen for SMU. And 3rd and goal at the 5. Page. Incomplete. Cunningham. Looked like it was a little bit behind him. Millhouse was there to cover. Cunningham couldn't quite come up with it.
Good play design, though. Bring him right behind the linebackers. Right here. He's going to come across the field. You'll see him here. Going to be a good vision for the quarterback to throw the football, but the ball just a little bit behind him over his head, as you said, Bill. Almost makes his grab. Gets him right in the side of the helmet, I think.
4th and goal now from the 5. Final play for SMU if they don't score. They need a touchdown and the successful extra point. 1 would tie, 2 would win. First things first, got to get in the end zone here or it's Hawaii victory. Hampton in motion. Page in the end zone and incomplete. Intended for Taylor, and that's the ball game. Hawaii and June Jones win in overtime. A great comeback for the Warriors, a bitter one for SMU to swallow. 38-31 as Hawaii comes from a 14-point halftime deficit to win here 38-31 in overtime. And SMU, even though an electrifying 92-yard kickoff return with under 3 minutes to go to tie this one up and able to stave off a Hawaii late charge in regulation, unable to come up with a big score when they need it here in overtime.
Bill, this game turned out to be a shootout. We really didn't expect that coming in here for this game, but it really turned out to be such. And there were good plays for both teams and bad plays. This is one of those films when you break it down as a coaching staff, you look at it, you try to bring the positives out of it, but you put it on the shelf. You don't worry about this too long, and I don't think either one of these teams is going to do that.
38-31 the final. Hawaii the overtime winner on Fox Sports Net.
The bow.
resistance becomes strength, becomes power. The power is yours.
You know, most men get pretty shook up about losing their hair. But today, many of them are learning about Bosley Medical. They use your own living hair to fill in the thin spots. Just look at that. It really works. You can treat it like real hair because it is real hair. Your own naturally growing hair. So you don't have to worry about it.
Bosley Medical is the world's most experienced hair restoration practice. For over 25 years, they have performed more than 130,000 procedures using the innovative micrografting techniques pioneered by founder Dr. L. Lee Bosley.
Each surgeon at Bosley Medical is board certified and individually trained by me.
So if you want to have your own naturally growing hair back, call this number for more information. We'll send you this free video and in-depth guidebook that gives you the real facts about hair restoration. There's no cost and absolutely no obligation. So do it for yourself. Call now and get the real results you've been looking for.
It's your real hair.
You can't do better than real.
Overtime thriller goes to the Warriors from Hawaii, 38-31. And let's find out what June Jones, the head coach of the Warriors, has to say about it with Kevin Eschenfelder.
All right, Coach, there's one thing about winning on the road. There's another thing to coming back the way you guys did today. You got to be proud of this ball club.
Those two things, are what you try to teach. And, our guys have never quit. We really feel like we should be 4-0 right now. And to win a game like that is huge for us.
Not to mention Timmy Chang couldn't go today, and you're still able to pull one out.
No, Timmy wasn't here, and to be able to do that in some other stadium with a backup quarterback, he did a great job for us. He made plays when he had to make them, and I'm so proud of our kids. I can't tell you how proud I am of them.
Congratulations. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, Bill Land, let's go back upstairs to you guys.
Thanks, Kevin. Congratulations to June Jones and the Warriors, 2-2, 1-2 in the WAC. Mustangs dipped to 0-4, 0-2 in league play. Our final score from Dallas is Hawaii 38, SMU 31 in overtime. For Gary Reasons, Kevin Eschenfelder, and our whole crew, this is Bill Land saying thanks for watching. Don't touch that remote. Our college football Saturday quadruple header continues next with USC facing number 11 Washington, the Pac-10 special. This has been an exclusive presentation of Fox Sports Net and the Western Athletic Conference. So long, everybody.